horrible leadhide here, and as is true of many born of the Moonsands Festival gathering, I'm an immortal, born of a mortal mother who did not know my father. As is also true of many born of the Moonsands Festival gathering, my father turned out to be the legendary roostabout called Mithralon, whose actions turned over a new world age. But I wouldn't learn that until 40 years of what I thought was my mortal life had passed, and I learned that my blood contained the magic of all 9 of the firsts. Before that revelation, though, I was a hunter and game warden for a wealthy family in southern lands of Midgard. But after my dalliance with the lady of the house was discovered, I fled Tharbad. A chance meeting on the road with what turned out to be my 2 half-sisters led me to discover who I was, and I had never felt more lost. I returned to the place I was raised, a smuggler's hideout where I knew I could find both familiarity and possibility, and take care of my mortal mother in her late years. In the decades after she passed, I set off with various crews in between hunting trips, seeking danger and new experiences, but always returning to Barasol Outpost at journey's end. It was there in the meadery that I overheard a ship's captain telling a tale of an idiot prince of Nidavellir who wanted to be a hero and bring back a demon's head from the caverns under the heart of the Kingdom of Night. Well, he nor that head came back. And, well, the priceless artifact he brought with him to kill the demon, that didn't come back either. But where the dwarven house of Nerathrin suffered loss, I saw an opportunity. I aimed to return a priceless artifact to a grieving family, and to begin to etch my legacy on the world in the way that my father did.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a strange fish person. It was a weird, deep, watery, fungus-filled hole, and that meant comfort to the fish person who resided there. Germ is that fish person's name. Germ is me. I am Germ. We waterblood Didelves take many forms. Not all are fish, but Germ is fish. And there are not many like Germ in Svartalfheim. And there is only one place in all of Svartalfheim where such a being of Germ could exist and thrive. The watery tunnels beneath Mount Salyus are that one place, and Germ has called them home since his first moment of life. It was in those tunnels beneath Salyus that Germ would find and befriend many molds, spores, and fungi, and in time, Germ would become their guardian, their host, and their family. Together with the spores, Germ would become the rescuer of many lost folk. It earned Germ a reputation of expertise in such matters. Even more, it earned Germ a place among the assassin monks of Gur Fortress. And that order would bring Germ to many faraway lands and many wondrous places. Northern Svartalfheim was not wondrous, though. It was dry and desolate, and it made Germ quite sad. And so Germ desires to bring water to this place, so it may have life once again. As of yet, Germ remains unsuccessful, but undeterred. On Germ's travels through northern Svartalfheim, Ungle Forest was the only place that did not grieve Germ. Germ has grown quite fond of the spiders there, and has spent the last 64 years living among them as a spider. But now, Germ must leave them and continue his great quest for water. Germ's best spider friend told Germ of a place not far away, a deep place where the spider's kin resides, and a place that may have what Germ is looking for. And so, Germ now goes to this place called Hearthstone to check in on the spider's kin and continue his great search for water.
Anywhere in the realm, I would be considered a very small person. But one can feel extra small when raised by giants. I know next to nothing of who I am, except that my halfling mother stopped to rest at some settlements on her way north through Svartalfheim, toting a babe, searching for the necromancers of the kingdom to bring her husband back. My mother met her end at the claws of the giant spiders of Ungle Forest, somewhere near the dry river Renor, because remnants of her, including infant me, were found there by the one who would raise me, a darkling giant called Aradir. Growing up in the village of Eglin, around so many different sorts of giants, night elves, and especially darkling giants, the progeny of giants and night elves, I began to notice the northern elves could do things I couldn't, like turn into a horde of spiders. I began to get suspicious that it wasn't actually spiders who killed my mother, and have lived with that sense of unease with my neighbors ever since. As I grew, my father taught me the ways of the land and its people. He always encouraged me to stab vital parts first and ask questions later. He has protected and loved me fiercely for as long as I can remember, but as the years go on and his bones creak more and more, I wish for nothing more than to protect him from the monsters that roam the salt flats and for the fiends that live in disguise all around us. I've heard tales the Hearthstone Ruins not far to the southwest, as well as the tunnels beneath and the ancient artifacts and powerful treasures that remained there when the treasure hunters who held them fell. If there's anywhere to find something to help me protect the one I care about most, Hearthstone must be the place.
My childhood was an idyllic bliss. I grew up feral in the woods like most northern elves, chasing squirrels through the treetops and dropping down from the boughs to rip the throat from a boar with my teeth. Decorating my sleeping cave with a dazzling array of bones. All my leggy friends would come to visit. Spiders and scorpions and centipedes and millipedes. The more legs, the better, I always say. I also made some friends up north, where reality gets thin beyond the veil of the Gar. I haven't been beyond the veil myself, but I have chatted long into the night with so many friends, especially with the one who would become my patron. She is an extra-dimensional old one who has been around since the starfire exploded into nothingness, a true boss of the cosmos. She has been encouraging me to step into my full self, find a place of great power, and set up my own lair. I have heard tell that deep beneath the Hearthstone Ruins lies a hellmouth where demons rise. If I play my cards right, I may find both a new home and maybe even some friends who might visit me from time to time.
Welcome, adventurers, to the Hearthstone Ruins. Here in the kingdom of Svartalheim, in the northern land of the Night Elves, lies what's once known as the Temple of Duvain. Duvain. A temple to worship at the altar of the light and the moon and the renewing of the world. In the year 110, a disaster befell the ritual that changed the seasons each year, and a blight slipped through the void, beyond the Gaw, creeping across the land over the centuries to bring Svartalheim to ruin. Many elves retreated underground, building vast and beautiful subterranean cities and settlements that eclipsed even the buildings of the dwarves. But other things began to move below ground too. Under the Hearthstone Ruins, a great many elves and travelers and monsters have excavated tunnels down into the earth. Few know how extensive they are. What is known is that over hundreds and hundreds of years, many have met their end here. They have met their ends with the gear and treasures they have brought with them, and because of that knowledge, these ruins have drawn treasure hunters, many of whom have also met their end. Now the legends of Hearthstone have drawn all of you. For your own reasons. You've traveled here separately. Do not know each other, but in the woods, just outside the front entrance to the ruins, you find each other. It's late in the evening, just about an hour after dusk. The night sky hangs heavy and dark. The canopy of the decayed trees and dead branches muffles even the starlight that would poke through. around aspects of the ruins and in some of the vegetation, small flickers of light, almost like lightning bugs. But you see no bugs inside them to produce it. The vegetation here comes up briefly, where it grows for a short amount of time and then rots and dies away, much faster than anywhere else in the lands. Everything seems to be covered in a varying blanket of moss and fungus, and the woods of the trees grow gnarled. You see the large stone stairs leading into the ruins with crumbling walls and the former temple. As you all make your way towards the entrance, care to introduce yourselves? Start with Jake.
The name's horrible. Horrible Leadhide. You see a roughly 5-foot half-dwarf. Has a round shield slung over his back, some studded leather armor. Seems to wear a cloak that is far nicer than someone of his rough exterior would be wearing. Beneath that cloak, kind of swaying across his hips, are a number of axes. And he seems seasoned, like he's seen some things, wandered around for quite some time. A bit leathered in the face. And he kind of looks around. Maybe hears a snap of a twig or something on the ground. Who goes there?
You would see a small fish man with blue and gold scale skin pop up from, being really fascinated by the small... Oh, hello.
I'll be.
I am Germ. Please, take a mushroom. You'll need it.
I ain't gonna say no to that, but...
Hello, please. You other people I haven't met, please take a mushroom as well. You'll need it. I am Germ. I collect molds, spores, and fungus. I am a druid. I apologize if I come across as a bit spidery. I have spent a lot of time in the past years as a spider.
I love spiders.
Me too. I actually have to meet some spiders in this place and deliver some messages. Spiders are very good friends, and you would notice he has like a breastplate that like is made out of spider chitin. He's got these really like nice slippers that are very spidery themed, and he even like holds up a foot and he's like, see, I got these nice shoes. Germ is very happy to be here and meet you all. Good, you have your mushrooms. Good, you will need them. As I said, very excited to be here.
Varsk will materialize out of the shadows and darkness. He's a 3.5 foot tall halfling. On his belt dangles two hand axes that seem slightly too big for him, and he is dressed like a woodsman, like a northern woodsman, very much in the vein of the giants. And he will bow to you all. I am Vorsk. Vorsk Bjor Utsatzen.
God bless you.
Thank you.
That's quite the name.
You can call me Varsk. This cave is where I'm going, and I'll be there. You can come along for your protection, or you can stay here.
So, both of you are going in this cave too?
Well, yes.
What about you? Back there. I see you.
Hello.
Hello. So, you might not have even noticed her because she looks like she's like amongst the forest floor almost, and is like knelt down, like petting and poking at like little bugs and stuff, and like slowly rises, and you hear like snapping of twigs and stuff like that, which is actually like her body kind of like growing and like, and then like fully rises, and there's no cracking anymore. And so you see kind of like a witchy looking woman who almost looks like she is part of the woods and trees and looks very much like a bundle of twigs almost. Oh, I think we're all going into the cave.
Well, this is interesting. Well, I mean, I'm not going to complain. The more the merrier. But I heard some scary things about this place. Maybe we can all kind of watch those backs.
Scary is relative.
It's true. Jerem has seen many things. Once, a small hamster sent him to hell.
I don't even think I have time to unpack that.
Perhaps it was a gerbil. It has been a long time. You look like you've been around a long time.
I've been around a long time.
Yep. Don't know about you, you're kind of squishy. Yeah. Not very weathered and seasoned yet. I guess I'm squishy too.
Aren't you supposed to be in water?
I can create my own water. It's very neat. Yes.
Okay.
And then he'll cast create water, and it'll just rain in 30 feet around him. He'll just be like... and he'll stand there, I think it's 10 minutes till it rains.
Up to 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Barsk will step back out of the rain and just look up at it.
Trying to find a little bit of cover under like one of the like broken eaves of the...
just
the
10
entry
gallons in a 30-foot cube is rain, and however
Okay,
it
yeah,
longs.
so it's just a small, localized little downpour.
I'm going to step into the rain and kind of dance a little bit.
He dances as well.
As it rains and you have your little water dance party, you hear
This is not what they intended.
from inside the ruins a little bit more, maybe 50 or so feet in, various skittering sounds through the underbrush and broken twigs. Just
Varsk will pull out both of his axes, one in each hand.
I like your style. I pull out 2 axes and 1 in each hand for me, too.
I'm going to crouch down and go, "Come, little ones."
Do you know these things?
I don't. But I soon will.
make a persuasion check.
16.
You hear a little bit more of the skittering. It's from like one of the stone walls just inside. Around the corner you see 2 small heads pop out, and then a third one like pops down from above the archway. It's like creepy little sunken eyes. They almost look like withered children. They're maybe 2 feet tall. They have these like sharp, tiny teeth, and slightly elongated, pointy ears, and long fingers, almost claw-like.
Are you sure you want to be friends with them? They do not look like friends.
They look so pretty. I'm going to walk towards them.
Okay.
Varsk is going to back farther away.
As you get a little closer, they have a very, very similar visage to you. Almost like they're made out of bramble and branch. As you say, like, oh, they look so cute. One of them stands up a little bit more and gives you a little bow.
I'm going to bow back.
Gonna nod my head.
Oh, good, they're friends. And he'll approach. Germ will return his same bow, offer each one of them a mushroom.
The one that is hanging from the archway drops down and bolts away.
Wait. He's gone.
He's going to inform the others.
I'm honestly alright with this one gone.
There's
Of
others?
your friends.
Do you know of others? Are these your children?
Oh, I wish.
They definitely look like they could be.
Germ is slightly at a loss for not being the strangest one in the room anymore.
As you
This is
approach,
new.
they skitter back a little bit more, just kind of keeping a distance from you, but watching intently at all of you.
Can I approach slowly and like offer my hands to like hold hands with one of them?
He comes up and just puts like the tips of his fingers on your palm. At which point you see, from the direction of the one that ran off, a black cat kind of strides up. Looks a little bedraggled, kind of matted, but it doesn't look unfed. It sits directly in front of you and this little creature. You're having your little handhold moment.
So I have beast speech as an invocation. So I'm gonna like crouch down real low, and like
The cat sits down, but is presented very prominently.
and like open my hands, and then, is this your home?
This is my domain. Yes. What brings you here?
Visiting new places
This is not a new place.
to me.
Very well. What is your business? And the rest of you just see this cat just scanning everything, but what you hear is...
As I hear that, I will use speak with animals.
Sure.
I'll be like, hello, I have some... Sorry to intrude on your home. I have some missives to deliver for some spiders. My friend in the Ungor Forest, he has some kin that live here. I have to deliver. Also, I am looking for water.
You will not find water here.
Yeah, that's usually the answer around here. I'm used to it.
Very rare, precious commodity.
Perhaps not so much water, but maybe place where water could be. Are you familiar? Are cats familiar with wells?
We know of wells. I know of wells.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Actually,
You're not an engineer, are you?
no.
Okay, that would have been helpful.
I'm a cat.
Are you, though? You seem smarter than most cats. Cats
Thank
are generally very smart.
No cat anywhere has given anyone a straight answer.
This is true. Would you like a mushroom?
No, thank you. There are enough mushrooms around here for my liking. I don't trust some of them.
That is right. Not all mushrooms are trustworthy.
Well, if you do seek to go inside, take care and step softly.
Ars is gonna go over to the dwarf and be like, "Do you have any idea what they're talking about?"
I was just gonna ask, are they talking to that thing? Is that cat communicating with them? I mean, I've talked to my fair share of animals, but I
They ever answer back?
Jordan looks back at you and makes the sound.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Oh. Sorry. Cat. Do you have a name, Cat?
You may call me Lord Witherbottom.
Lord Witherbomb or Bum?
Bottom.
Bottom. This is Lord Witherbottom. He lives here. I do not think he means us harm. He did not want a mushroom.
I feel like that last part wasn't necessarily needed information, but I appreciate it.
How dare you?
I mean, I took one.
It's okay. I forget sometimes that not everybody is into mushrooms as I am.
Oh.
Spend a lot of time in cave. Just me, lots of mushrooms. Sometimes they talk back. But no, the cat, the Lord, does not mean us harm, wishes us goodwill and caution in this place.
So you were talking to it?
No, I just made all that up.
I knew it.
Hello, druid, talk to animals, it's what we do.
Oh, you're a druid, huh?
Yes, don't let the spores confuse you.
All right, good to know.
Parsk does not put away his axes. He's just going to keep them clutched and hold them a little tighter now.
Yeah. Lord Witherbottom gets up, gives both of you a gentle nudge, and just kind of wanders back into the area of the ruins, kind of hops up on one of the rocks, a few to get up on top of one of the walls, and just starts to patrol.
Well, that was invigorating. Shall we?
I just wonder who made that cat a lord. I would like to be a lord.
You're a lord. I made you one now.
This is the best day of my entire life.
Just gonna let that slide.
You know that's canon now.
I'm aware.
But absolutely. All right, so you push further into the grounds of the ruins. As you make your way in towards the center courtyard, amidst the rubble, you see that there are two sets of stairs that lead down beneath the ground. Which ones do you choose?
Wait, hold up. I got this. I'm going to find the straightest stick I can find.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stand it up. And I'm going to let my hand away and back away and see which way it falls.
Germ reaches out and grabs the stick.
No, let it fall! Oh! It's going to choose which way we go.
Slowly releases his hand.
Grabs the stick, sets it back up, backs away.
All right.
Varsk is going to look at him as this falls. What, do you talk to sticks now, too?
Teach me this power.
It's just something I do. I've been walking around these lands for, well, longer than I'd like to admit, but,
Same.
you know, sometimes it's fun to just let luck guide you. See which way you're going to go.
So what did the stick tell you?
I don't know. Which way did it fall?
Roll d6.
Ooh, okay. A 1.
As you let go of the stick, it falls towards your right.
All right, we're taking the left path.
I like your style.
Do they lie? Does the stick not tell the truth?
No, normally you just go the opposite way because it's more fun that way.
Varsk is going to definitely look at you about telling the truth when he mentions that. Do sticks not tell the truth?
Well, actually,
Nature
yeah. I didn't
never
think about
lies.
The stick lady is correct on that account. You
Varsk
know, you
is
two
gonna
should
go
consider
over
yourselves
and
fortunate.
Sniff around by the two.
You are among an
stairwells.
expert in sticks and an expert in
And,
mushrooms.
That's true.
See if there's a different sense of smell, or there's air coming from one, or is there
Absolutely.
anything that makes the two different?
All right. So as you take the moment to do a little investigation, make either a perception or survival check.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to start taking a few steps down the left stairs.
Down the left stairs. Just a few.
Just a few,
Like,
yeah.
22.
like 5 feet or so.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Yep.
Okay.
What y'all waiting for? Slower than molasses back there.
From the right hand staircases, it has that musty underground, like cellar air. It's a bit stale, but it doesn't have anything of note. There's no a little bit of like a stale decay. The left-hand one, you smell a bit more of like remnants of charred wood, old, decayed foliage, and there's a distinct soft breeze.
Coming out or going in?
Going in. It almost seems like it draws the air past you just a bit, but noticeable enough.
Honestly, this breeze is kind of nice.
Arsh just stares at him, like awestruck, like, what?
I mean, y'all coming with me, or?
I think we should go down the other tunnel.
Oh, well, you should have just said so. That's fine.
One tunnel is good as another tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, personal preference. I think we should go left, but if you want to go right, we'll go right. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything.
This one smells like fire and decay. This one just smells like decay and has no weird breeze going into it. It's just there.
Fire is bad.
Fire is bad, so let's go
You
down.
would agree. Fire bad for sticks.
It's painful, but it's part of nature.
Yeah.
It's like a long, like at some point somebody had a fire in there, so it was just kind of like that leftover
Stale.
residual, like they walk into someone's house that had been a smoker for 20 years and just like,
smells like a campfire down here.
It smells like yeah, not an active fire.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, Varska's gonna produce a piece of chalk out of his pocket, and he's gonna draw an arrow on the right side, which is that's the one with that just smells like decay.
Yeah.
He's gonna draw an arrow down that staircase, and he's gonna start going.
Okay. Just making some marks along
Yeah.
whatever stone or
Yeah.
surfaces that you can write on.
All right.
Got it.
You can catch your name.
Ivandara.
Ivandara. Well, you holding out that A was a little interesting, but name's horrible. Nice to meet you. He kind of like just holds a hand out.
It's just like a bunch of like pointy sticks and twigs just kind of dig into your hand.
That's what I thought would happen. Nice to. That was kind of weird.
Very strong handshake.
Thanks.
Tells a lot about a man.
Yep. So y'all looking for an axe or anything? Because I'm looking for an axe.
Varsk has a couple axes. Maybe Varsk could loan you an axe.
No, I've got 3 axes myself. I'm looking for a specific one.
Why do you need more axes?
Well, I think you can never have enough axes. You're a dwarf. Well, I'm a dwarf. You're not a dwarf. But we
Thank
like
you
our
for
axes.
understanding that.
Yeah, of course.
I was not aware of this fact about dwarves.
Oh.
You can't have my axes.
Are you
can't
a
have
dwarf?
mine either.
No.
Well, as soon as you get to the bottom of the stairs, the passage there's a sharp right, and then it continues on, bending up towards the left, and then there's also a fork that leads off to the right from that.
So fork to the right that goes down, other way goes up.
The elevation change is minimal. If anything, it's just like a gentle rise or a fall or something in that sense. But yeah, you come down the stairs, there's an immediate right, and then there's a hard right fork, or the path continues forward and then curves up towards the left. So which way would you like to go?
Varska's going to start sniffing around those, all three entrances.
Okay.
23.
From the passage on the right, you smell like bay rum, witch hazel. There's a distinct herbal scent coming from that.
You know, I don't know how much you have all traveled in the land, but there are barbershops all over the realm.
I know, actually.
Really nice ones. And there's also apothecaries, like each area has their own. It's very nice. Perhaps they have expanded to this dark cave-like place.
What is it? Do you grow hair as a fish man?
No, but I am familiar with hair. I have spent time as beings with hair.
I see.
I have pretended to have hair before.
Do you have a favorite place? Mine's River Peak.
Yes, I have gone there for skincare products.
Ah, okay.
I am a very big fan of sugar scrubs. They're very nice on my skills. Look how soft and luminescent I am.
It's actually really quite soft and nice.
You all may touch germ. You don't have to.
Varska's going to take a little step farther away.
The other path that continues on, less of scent coming from there. You see that there is another split about 40 or so feet before it starts to go dark again. Still those intermittent flashes of light kind of glistening from different points on the walls as you walk through, like a really low wattage wire trying to light like a string lights. So you just get like a
So these ain't that like nice dwarven tunnels. You know,
they're not very well made or constructed, but it's also it could be just.
But it is still worked stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
A fair amount of worked stone, cobbled together with the occasional like support beam.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any,
the pictures work.
like spiders on the wall?
Not here. No, you don't see any spiders.
Or bugs?
You see some bugs, sure. Various little like roly-polies or like a millipede kind of crawls through every now and again.
Anything particularly ugly?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, lucky feature. 14.
One of the millipedes you see is probably about several inches long. It comes out of a crack on the wall, goes over by where you are, and tries to go back into another crack right near where one of the lights had just recently pulsed, so you're able to see it very clearly.
I'm gonna head in that direction, not as though I'm deliberately like taking a path,
Okay.
but I'm following the really pretty bug, which is just happens to send me in that direction.
Yeah, that's a little bit further up the path as it continues.
So I'm not even like really paying attention to whether or not they're talking or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of like really investigating the wall and poking at bugs, and I liked that particularly pretty bug, and so I am headed that direction.
Okay.
You're breathing kind of heavy. Are you all right?
Me?
Yeah, with your nose.
I'm smelling.
Does your nose not for smelling?
Normally it's just for breathing. I mean, sometimes it smells good things and bad things, but well, you know, it's not like I can really tell if a good direction is there. That's why I use sticks.
I don't have a nose, so
I just found it kind of odd. Are you sniffing something?
There's something that smells like herbs and salves down that tunnel.
gonna keep walking.
But Ivandara is apparently heading off in that direction.
Well,
So
I mean,
our stick chose the direction for us.
there you go.
Sticks are good for that.
Sticks
are
lead
really
the
good.
way. Varks just sighs, pulls out a candle, and lights it.
We'll put her going, eh? So we're gonna follow after Avendara.
Yeah, the stick chose the direction for us this time.
I don't see any sticks. Thought we left it up on the stairs.
We did.
Okay.
So she's going down the left path, correct?
She's heading down the left.
Or the one that want to go straight more?
Yeah, it's kind of straight and then veers a little.
Oh.
We're going millipede-ward.
Yes. Bugward. as it were.
Bugward, yeah,
Varsk
Bugward.
Rod.
Oh man, Bugward is the best direction ever.
Now, let's go, Bugward.
Varsk will continue making chalk marks in the direction they're going.
Got it. You get to a point where the path splits. Either goes up again, or there's like a hard. It would be a right for you.
I'm glad you're cartographing. My brain's already broken. You're not alone. Sweet.
Varsk just
You're doing a great job.
gestures to Ivandara. Which way we going, Stick?
I don't know what sticks you're talking about.
As you look down either way, you see that the left path continues on and then curves a little bit more to the left. And if you look down the right-hand path, you see that it opens up into a small chamber with what you can hear is a small group of creatures kind of chattering and chittering. Some shuffling of what sounds like everything from like paper to metal and leathers.
Well, I think we might find some friends down this way.
So now we are going friendward. We have gone bugward, that has brought us to friendward. These directions make so much more sense to me.
Same thing to me.
Bugs is friends, friends are bugs. So am I a bug or a friend to you?
You're all friends of Ivandara. Until you are not.
That sounded like a threat.
More like a warning to me, but I could see how you got there. The math makes sense. Well, I guess we should probably be prepared for friends.
Yeah. Prepared is the right word.
Yeah, right.
Let me go take a look. I will move quietly. And Jer will make an exaggerated, stealth, creeping pose. It's but then as he does it, you notice he goes up on a wall, and then slowly curves up to the ceiling, and then he's just kind of creeping along the ceiling as he goes.
Yes.
And then, I'm assuming you'd want a stealth check there.
Absolutely. If you're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, it's a 24.
Lovely. Right, what you see as you get up onto the ceiling of this cavern, which is only about maybe 15-20 feet high, you see some of these small, hairless cat-looking things, like little tufts or sprigs of hair coming out. These long, pointy, frazzled ears. One of them's got this scarf wrapped around it like a like a giant bandolier, and is sitting there shuffling and counting out, from best you can tell at that distance with the dim light, various trinkets, little baubles of things that it just has in a pile, and it looks like it's sorting them. You see a couple more off on either side, taking those and then moving them to other piles. Just lots of piles of stuff.
Jerem will creep back to the party. There appears to be some sort of cat that has wares. Perhaps if we have coin, cat has wares. I believe it is some sort of feline merchant.
Lars is just going to shake his head and like face palm.
It hurts.
First off, did you walk on the ceiling?
Yes, I have these shoes. They were given to me by a spider, and he holds up like one leg really exaggerated, like almost to his face, so it's just like he's like pointing the shoe at you. And it's just like this very nice, like ornate, spidery slipper.
That's
Oh yeah, it's like fur lined.
Yeah.
And
Then he does a little. Then he
velveteen
goes up on the
suede.
ceiling and does like a little jig. Spiders are very wondrous.
Arsk is taking another step farther away.
I recommend if you ever get the chance to spend some time as a spider.
Back, like towards back
Like
towards
no,
the
like
part,
as
or
he like starts to
kinda
climb
like
up the
a-
wall, he's just
okay.
like one step farther away to create that distance bubble.
just a bit.
Especially because he always has a cloud of spores around him at all. There's a 10-foot cloud of spores around him at all times.
oh jeez. Alrighty then.
Weird fungal fish man.
Do you think that they might be friends with Mr. Witherbottom?
Oh, it could be his accountant.
Lord Witherbottom.
You saw him, not me. Can we? Do you think we can go in there? Or?
Such a handsome fella.
I mean, if you have business with the cat merchant / accountants. Otherwise, I mean, I don't barge into your place of business and, disrupt things.
Well, you said they might be selling wares.
Do you need wares? Oh, you wanted to buy an axe!
No, I'm looking for an axe. I don't want to buy an axe.
Oh, okay. Well, if you
Maybe
don't need
they
to buy...
could direct you to your spider friend.
I'll
I'm
find
gonna
him.
walk to the doorway and go,
Knock, knock. Hello in there.
You immediately hear just the like. Hi.
Hello.
What do you want?
You're very handsome.
Thanks.
What do you have there?
Oh, goods, wares. Nice things. All things are good. Like this. This is good.
Oh, I like that.
Do you want to buy?
What is it?
A thing. You buy the thing.
I'm gonna hand him a couple gold pieces.
Do I even have money?
Okay.
Or I'm gonna hand him 2 silver pieces.
Sure. He takes it and hands you the thing. It is. It looks like a coin pouch.
Okay.
It is completely empty.
Please tell me you heard this exchange, that we actually could
Oh, yeah,
understand him.
Yeah. You fully understand this creature.
I'm gonna look at the dwarf. The fishman was right.
Is this
I have good eye
filled
for
with
business.
love?
No. Love is extra.
The cats are shrewd
You pay,
merchants.
we give love. Give love. Bring love. And you see one of the other ones climb up onto what looks like a busted dresser. It just has all the drawers pulled out, so it's just stuffed with more things, grabs a small journal, like a little notepad, and brings that over, holds it up.
I think he wants you to take it.
Purchase. They're merchants. They're businessmen.
Oh, it's extra, right?
No.
I think I'll just keep my very, very nice pouch.
Okay. Throws it behind him back into the giant pile.
This is the most marvelous shop I've ever seen. My name is Lord Germ. Yes, I am a lord. Yes, I would like to invest in your business. And Germ will just... His entire corn pouch, I don't know how much gold Germ has. He doesn't really know the conception of money, so could be a lot, could be a little.
Okay.
I'll leave that up to you. He just goes, I would like to invest in your business. There you are. Simple arrangement. I will check in from time to time, come in, ask, how are you? How is business? And then I will leave.
Okay.
Yes, good deal.
This is very nice.
Yes.
Dumps the coin out and slides it to the side, takes the pouch, puts that in another pile.
Germ is job creator.
Would you guys be willing to sell those coins you just dumped out of that bag?
About this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you one of these yellow ones for all of the silvery ones.
Make persuasion or a deception check. Your choice.
That'd be a 6. Yeah. Or I'm sorry, it's an 8 for persuasion.
Okay. No.
Oh, okay.
Not some.
It was. I just thought you might like the yellow one.
He picks up yellow.
Do you want another one?
Yes.
I was trying to make a deal.
You buy things.
Do they have anything like actually viable?
Make a perception check.
Can I make one too? It's
Absolutely.
Like look around.
Yeah. As you take a moment, kind of like scan the rest of this room.
11.
11,
17.
17.
I'm gonna offer some guidance.
My passive perception's so much higher.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna offer some guidance.
On who? For him?
Varsk.
You're scanning around. You see just a bunch of knickknacks, like some cool stuff, but it looks like someone had just kind of like raided a yard sale. Like the
walking around just a regular old
set
Midgard flea market.
missing 2 of the cups or something like that. A fair amount of what you notice is like adventuring gear. There's pieces of rope. There's various different kits, tools, a couple of weapons that are in decent shape, but
I'm gonna lean over to Varsk and be like, I think this is just leftover wares of
surprising amount of boots,
the people that died down here.
But only the left ones.
Right. The right ones always get lost in the dry.
I don't know how it happens, man. With that, you recognize something in one of the piles, and makes you kind of double check yourself. And what do you have on you, other than your axe?
I have a short sword. I've got a flask of alchemist fire, backpack, candle. couple pieces of chalk, extra pair of clothing, my healer's kit, bedroll, mess kit. I mean, he's some rations, a tinderbox, torch, water skin, and then Kigat's Odom.
You notice that, like, there's less rations in your bag than you had packed before, and your mess kit is no longer there, and your torches are no longer there, because you see them sitting in the pile. You notice that it's your mess kit because it has your initials carved onto the top.
I'm gonna ask him, where did you find these?
New inventory.
From
here. A thing show up, and then we sell them.
Are you proficient in supply chain? I don't know. I was the one who identified them as businessmen. You laughed at me. And now here you are grilling them about their supply chain.
I would recommend you all check your pockets.
I don't have pockets.
Start checking my stuff.
Fishmen clothes, unfortunately, don't have pockets. It's unfair.
Well, it creates more drag in the water, I would assume.
No, I think designers just do not account for fishmen.
Oh.
I have a very odd inseam.
One of your axes is missing.
Oh, look, an axe. You were wanting to buy one.
What?
Some of your mushrooms are missing.
Hey, look, there's some mushrooms there too. They look kind of like yours.
Oh, good. Do you need more? and then the cloud will just kind of like thicken.
No, that's definitely my axe. How'd they get our stuff? How'd you get our stuff?
That's not your stuff, that's our stuff.
No, that's
We sell
definitely
your stuff.
That's
You
definitely
want stuff? It be your stuff, you give money. It's nice axe.
It's a very nice axe.
We'll have
It
one.
stimulates.
It
It matches these.
What a coincidence.
No, there's no coincidence.
Barska's gonna count the number of creatures in the room, not including us four.
Yeah.
He's trying to guestimate, like,
Ascertain the
You
survival.
see,
rate.
How many are we gonna survive for
There are
this?
6 total.
Okay.
And they're small. They're, again, maybe a couple of feet tall.
Yeah, they're like my height. we're almost eye to eye.
Almost. You've got a little bit more to them.
How much?
10 yellows.
10 yellows.
It's good. And it match, it make a set.
Yeah, no, it
Very
does.
good.
Wait, these are my friends, and as your business partner, perhaps a discount would be appropriate? Perhaps they will buy in bulk. They will buy multiple things.
Discount. Couple of them gather around.
While they're talking,
Yeah.
can I stealthily start slipping things back into my pocket that belong to me?
Sure. Let's look at a hand check.
20.
Yeah, they're not paying attention to you at all. They're just so you're able to start grabbing stuff, with the exception of the one axe that he's
my stuff.
Physically holding my axe.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's still physically holding that one. But you're able to kind of gather pretty much anything else that you want. You can absolutely get your stuff back. So okay, 4 yellow.
It's a good. It's a good deal. I negotiated for you. You were just ready to pay them. This guy not good at business.
Nope, not good at all, Marsk says. He starts backing towards the door.
Yeah. Fine. All right. 4 yellow. 4 yellow. He's going to dig into his coin pocket. 4.
Thank you.
X. Double check my stuff again. Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, Marsk is backing away at this point.
Yeah,
he's
getting
got his hands
away.
on his stuff, and he just starts. Thank you for your business and your time.
Such good friends.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no, they're friendly.
Yes.
Very friendly.
Very good businessmen.
Yeah.
I did not know cats were such shrewd businessmen.
Those were not cats like I've ever seen. Upstairs, yes. Lord Witherbottom's a cat. These. Oofta.
You seem to have strong opinions on what is cat and what is not cat.
Just gonna squeeze past you here.
Some sort of cat expert. as he's walking by, Germ is still lecturing him about how cats are very different and diverse, and they have all sorts of colors and shapes, and some have smushed in noses.
Fantastic.
Yes, lots of cats. And
That are even dwarf cats. Like, you are a dwarf, but there's cat that is like you, but cat.
I'm a half dwarf.
Varska's going to draw a big X outside the door
probably
with the
exists.
truck.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, there's no physical door. It's just like kind of a hallway.
Right. Like far enough away from them, and you just X on the floor and start going the other direction.
Back up near the fork.
That was to the left, right?
Yes.
Big X. Don't go there.
Rude. Germ's wondering why these little guys don't exist everywhere else in the realm. New mission.
I'd say Germ has come across these things from time to time.
Oh, okay.
But never really had any reason to
Yeah.
interact with them. You just kind of see them almost like you'd see a raccoon or a possum.
Yeah.
Like
Now he thinks they're all
and
merchants.
He's like, huh.
He thinks they're all merchants.
There might be
Terrible
collected.
business practices.
Yeah.
They steal from their customers and then sell them back.
And you were foolish enough to buy it back from them.
You were foolish enough to. I'm not even gonna. It's.
What?
When we're a little
Give
bit
them
ways down
money.
the hall,
Money
Marsk
is
gonna
easy.
pat his pockets,
Money
make
is
sure he
easy.
still has everything.
Yeah, you're good.
Good.
I learned a valuable lesson today.
Yes, you did.
Today is a day for learning.
As you continue further down the hallway, you see that the hall continues on, but there is a set of stairs in like a jutted out little alcove on the left hand side that leads further down. So you could take the stairs to go another level below, or you could continue going forward down the tunnel.
Germ holds up his quarterstaff and lets go of it, but then pushes it in the direction of down the stairs. There's points. My stick said that way.
You pushed it.
Doesn't matter. I push it. Gravity pushes it. Somebody's got to push it.
But I mean,
Are you expert on gravity now too?
No, but if you push it, that just means you're deciding it rather than letting something else decide for you.
Somebody has to decide. Why not Germ? Germ is a lord. I don't know if you heard.
I have heard.
Lords decide things all the time. More than other people decide. Why is that?
Yeah,
You made me a lord. Why do I get to decide things more than other people?
Because you're a lord.
Ah, yes. Because I am a lord.
Yes.
And he,
With great power comes great responsibility.
She's onto something there.
you are the wisest lady I've ever known.
I'm very old.
You should be a consultant.
With time comes wisdom.
Oh, I once heard, old age and treachery always beats youth and skill. Old proverb from Germ's longtime friend.
How long ago?
You never ask about a woman's age.
He was looking at Germ, but she answers, and he's just like, "You are very right, ma'am. I apologize."
Yes, how dare you?
Aegis. I can't win for losing over here.
It's been a long time. Hundreds of years. Germ...
Mars is
time
gonna,
is confusing.
Start looking around for things to which pathway is the less treacherous seeming.
Germ, looking offended, is pointing at his quarterstaff on the ground, being like,
I only got 8 this time.
With how you rolled at the onset as well, kind of carrying this through in your exploration, because the tunnels are all connected, and you get that very, very faint whiff from further down the hall of that stale campfire smell from the stairs leading downward. The much staler air, like whatever amount of airflow through this level that's been present is much less so present as you get further in, or further down. That cold stone, deep earth.
I agree with the fish man. Let's go down.
Germ looks at Arbo and taps his head.
All right.
Somebody has to decide.
Yep.
Listen to the Lord. Varsk bows at the door and gestures for him to go first.
You are very kind. And Germ, struts his way there.
Lord's definitely first, for sure.
So as you descend down the stairs, it goes from stone, but as soon as you get into the hole, it turns into a combination of rickety rope and wood, like almost like a ladder that descends down.
I believe our Lord was
The
leading
Lord
the way.
was going down.
The Lord leads.
He'll just walk down and just boots of spider, slippers of spider climbing, and just walk down the wall. Stealthily, of course.
Stealthily, all right.
22.
Excellent. The opening, as the hole descends, it's fairly narrow. It's enough for you to clamber down on the side of it about halfway before it gives way to the hall and chamber beneath. So you just continue down whatever.
Yeah,
wall
once he gets down, he'll just poke his head down into the.
Okay. Poke your head down. You see the passageway extends for about 20 or so feet, and another fork.
Especially he's going to take a cue from Varsk and do a big gill inhale.
Okay.
And just and see what see if that gets him anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
10.
And lovely. You've spent time with the spiders. You've gotten a sense for what they smell like, and you can smell faintly. There's probably some spiders down here. There's also that deep cold earth and stone scent. But you also notice a faint bioluminescent glow emanating from very near where you are that starts to shift towards you, and you see this, what looks like stretched skin over an odd configuration of skeletal bone. Almost like a jellyfish, but in midair, kind of floating towards you.
He thinks to himself, even Dara would love this. So it's just kind of undulating in my general direction.
Yeah. as it gets closer and closer.
Should we come down?
Germ is too distracted. He pokes it with his quarterstaff. Just gives it a little curious poke.
Shudders and shivers away, scooting around you a little bit. Comes up around behind you. You feel it, part of it just brush against your back. And it has that texture of just skin.
Germ's a little weirded out.
There's a bit of the tendril portions of it. One whips up and brushes against your ear. And as it does, you just hear this
Germ's like, no thank you. And starts backing up, the wall.
Is it safe down there?
Safe? Well, see, safe is a relative term. And Germ just kind of stops halfway up and is contemplating the idea of safe as he kind of looks up. Yes, I would say I feel safe at this moment. But things are weird.
Weird, unspeakable skin floating things weird? Just randomly off the top of my head.
Very oddly specific, but yes.
Really?
Yes, it is
Well, I'll be. I've never been right on a guess like that.
Do they have jellyfish where you live?
No, but I've seen one.
Okay, imagine a jellyfish, but skin.
Okay, that was the nightmare I was thinking in my head.
Yeah. But it glows very nicely. You would love it, even Dara. It is weird.
Sounds like something I would love.
I don't know. It's a bit touchy-feely. Sometimes touchy-feely is not friend.
Is it reacting?
Does it follow Germ back up as he's going up the tunnel?
It seems to hover right at the base of the ladder.
So Germ gets out. He's like, it did not follow me. You can probably see it. It is down there, floating, all fleshy. But good news. I think some spiders might be down here. I might be able to find my comrades.
Ooh.
And deliver the missives from their kin. So that's one less thing to worry about.
Excuse me. I'm going to start coming down.
Sure. It starts to head further down the passageway a little bit. So as you descend, you see very briefly a glimpse of what this thing is, and then it just disappears from your vision as it goes further down the hallway. And you descend down to get to the bottom of the ladder, and you two also see the passageway that forks off. The one to the left leads to what you can tell is a more cavernous opening. The one to the right seems to veer a little bit further off.
Is one more spidery than the other?
It was hard to tell with a 10. They're down here, but because there's less of that breeze, there's no flow of air, it's hard to discern where it's coming from. It's almost like all of the air is kind of a general...
Second question. Do I think I could wild shape into the flesh jellyfish? Okay, is it a beast?
Technically.
I've seen it now.
You've seen it. Yeah. You feel fairly confident that you could wild shape into that.
I tuck that knowledge away.
Okay. Just you think about it for a little bit. I'll probably do it.
Sweet.
You mark down skin kite.
Skin kite?
Gross.
Yeah.
I wrote down flesh balloon ?
Flesh balloon.
Also,
yeah.
So, if you, I don't mean to pry, but what are you doing here, Barsk?
Same thing as you are. I'm here for treasure.
Oh,
Specifically an axe? This is awkward.
yeah, it's not an axe, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Are you looking for any treasure, Evendara? Or do I draw out the A's in Evendara?
It was definitely Evendara when she said it last time.
Is there a particular accent mark for the really drawn out A?
One of them thingies that goes above the letter.
It's an arrow pointing to the end of the
Are we
word.
like yelling this up and down the staircase right now?
Oh, Germ is. Well, Germ followed
Well, I'm down
Evendara
with
back
you
down.
now.
Yeah, Germ came up and then Evendara, he's like, yeah.
Depends on
You
where
can,
you're
it
from.
depends.
I've been
Did you
taught
follow the
many
wrestling
things.
back down?
Oh, yes, I am familiar with this too.
Some people call me Ivandara. Some people call me Ivan. Some people call me Evadara. Some people call me Dara.
Wondrous. Germ also has many names. Do you boys have multiple names too? I mean, you have shorter and longer names, but that is not many names. We're talking completely different names. Like, I am Germ, but to the spiders of the Ungle Forest, I was known as Hoan Liante. To the assassin monks of Gur Fortress, I am known as Deathcap. And Germ has a secret name that is not yet to be revealed.
I was going to say, are you going to tell me what the secret name was?
Maybe.
Oh. Remind me to ask you
I
later.
just met you.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah, you get a few names. So
Well-
yes, I understand your idea of many names. So back to my question. Do you have many names?
I mean, I've been called a rascal. I've been chased out of a town for being called an adulterer. So I guess those are names. Does that work?
Checks out.
I mean, she came on to me, to be honest. I was just working the land like I was supposed to.
Is working the land a euphemism?
Spreading the seed, you know? Doing some farm work. I was a game warden, technically, but that's also
My
part of the
mother
job
ate
description.
my father. It's a very romantic story, actually.
I would love to hear that at a later time.
Soulmates.
We should really go for drinks after
Literally
we get out of these
soulmate.
caves.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that sounds really nice.
We should hang out.
I do feel like you just raised a death flag. If you've ever heard of those.
I'm familiar with the concept of flags.
Oh, okay.
They go.
They do wave in the wind.
Still hanging out at the top of the
Barsky's just sitting there contemplating, do I go with this
Life
and
choices.
get eaten by Evandara? Or
Jeremy yells up, Varsk, you're missing all the adventure.
Barsky's gonna
We found that thing you're looking for.
You're not my type.
Varska's going to very slowly climb down the ladder, still contemplating and weighing his options.
Oh, I was thinking this. I wasn't.
Maybe I can go find a better adventuring crew somewhere else. Maybe in town I can hire somebody.
So we all go down. We're all at the base now.
Yep. Varsk, you missed the skin kite.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, that was real?
Yeah.
Not that was just a
goodness.
nightmare I came up with.
No. Skin kites are very real.
Oh, God. Gods.
You could see that faint glow from it down the left path, the one that goes toward that opens up to a bigger chamber. Just that faint, like pulsing glow, kind of traveling around a little bit.
It seemed
Almost
harmless.
like a
Caressed
fly
me.
that's in a room, just kind of just meandering around in the tunnels.
I went backpacking with a skin kite once.
Really?
Did you use the skin kite as a backpack? Or was it your companion for the camping?
They're not very good conversationalists. But when I would get tired, I would just like a big pillow, and we'd poof around. We'd poof on.
Sounds delightful. I could use a vacation like that.
Quite comfy little skin kind.
As you're standing at the fort, deciding what to do, from the right hand path, you hear the shuffling of feet and a low guttural moan. Just
Somebody's singing. It's a beautiful voice.
I don't think that's singing.
Oh, I could listen to it all day.
It reminds me of the
Drawing
waves.
his axes and preparing himself.
into your range of vision with the lights that are down here. You see at least 4 undead bodies shuffling their way towards you as you've made enough noise to draw them.
Is now a bad time to tell y'all that the axe I'm coming for was involved with the demon?
I
And
need
then
you
he
all to
draws
roll
his
initiative.
That seems like important information to tell people at the onset of things.
18.
18.
Ooh.
Nice.
What are your dex scores?
Plus 3. 17.
0.
You'll go for 4.
21.
21. Goodness. 6. Hell yeah. As these undead start to shuffle towards you, Germ, you see them and are immediately locked into this encounter. What do you do?
I look at the first one and just kind of go like this and just, launch a spore at it and use a chill touch. That's an 11.
Does not hit.
Gentlemen, they appear to be immune to magic. and Germ will kind of like back behind the two, Axie boys.
Got it. Sorry.
Axe boys.
I'm sorry. It does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I had the wrong thing pulled
Well,
up.
now I have trust issues.
My apologies. It was my bad.
5 necrotic damage, and it also has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my next turn. So instead of like the hand that clings out, it's just a spore that like clings out. It's like a brain crab, just just a spore just attached there. And then I'll back behind the axe boys.
That brings us to Varsk.
Arsk is going to recklessly attack.
Would you like to rage? Or are you just going to go?
Oh no, I'm running. I'm literally like jumping down the hallway
Yes.
at them. I have a 13, a 22, and for my third attack for my hand axes, because I'm dual wielding, I have a 22.
Amazing. All 3 hit.
Nice.
So as Germ throws out his chill touch spore, it blasts the first one right in the face. It staggers step for a moment. A couple more come up and almost start to create a wall of bodies moving down this hallway. You see this and you go, yeah! And just go up and start swinging your axes, taking chunks out of all 3 of them. So,
I have a 4, a 7, and a 6.
7 and a 6. All right, even better.
I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast with the Agonizing Blast. 15.
That hits.
And 17.
Yes. Absolutely. So as Varsk runs up and starts slashing in, and you slash into one, and then you go to the next one, the one that you just hit, you see this bolt come from behind, just poof, pop in, you're like, whoa, shit, and you pop to the next, and then the next one poof, comes right in behind you.
So 15 on one of those, and 7 on the other.
The first one crumples down immediately upon that blast as it hits it straight into the face, and its head goes poof, and explodes. The one that you hit after blasts through a part of its collarbone and shatter and splays out all this dead flesh and bone, sprawls across Varsk and the floor. There are 2 remaining, shambling.
As the first one's head explodes, Germ will use his reaction and go, ooh, and shoot out some spores, and the thing will just kind of get colonized by mushrooms, and then stand up and walk back and stand next to Germ.
Varsk is gonna wipe the
fungal
smear
infestation
off of his face.
Yeah. Is it a reaction?
Yeah, reaction.
Amazing.
I can do it 5 times a day.
Terrifying.
And then, so as you hear me laughing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna become one with the shadows.
And just
Germ says to his new fungus zombie friend, I think I'm in love.
we'll get to you in just a second,
Bowman's.
but it is the other 2 undead's turns. Varsk, you're right up there within them, and both of them are going to attempt to slam India. 15.
I have a 16 armor class.
First one, and the second one is a natural 20. 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the second one. So the first one is the one that you hit and tries to reel back at you, but you knocked it off balance. The other one comes in from behind into your dodge and just smacks into you. That is it. That is their turn. Horrible.
So Orville just kind of sees even Dara cackle maniacally and then vanish from sight into the shadows, and his eyes just kind of go wide and he blinks for a second, and then he hears Brask cry out in pain, and he runs towards him with his 2 axes and goes to swing at the one that just bit onto him.
You got it.
So that's going to be a... Keep rolling low. A 9 to hit for the first attack.
That hits.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not going to complain about that. That is going to be 7 points of damage with the first axe.
Yeah.
He is going to go ahead and swing for the second attack. Another 9 to hit.
That still hits.
Yep. That's another 7 points of damage for the second attack, and then he uses his bonus action for the third attack with his offhand. Woo! Out of the box. And that is going to be a 12 to hit.
That hits.
And that is going to be another 7 points of damage.
Got it. And this was all on the one?
Yep.
We'll do it for that guy. You come in, if you see it slam into Varsk, and you're just like, oh, damn it. Come up and start hacking away at its back as it's trying to clamber itself onto the diminutive form of Varsk. And that third one, you're able to just sink it right into the back of its skull, and it slumps over.
Nice.
I got you, buddy.
Much appreciated.
That does it for him. The one that's still standing up goes to walk forward and is having trouble moving anywhere because of the other bodies on the floor. And it kind of steps onto one, cracks through some of the ribs, and starts to fall forward on both of you. That brings us to Germ.
Germ will, again, she'll touch it. Yeah. 21.
That hits.
10 damage and disadvantage. 10 necrotic and disadvantage on its attack rolls.
It's not going to need the disadvantage on anything because that is going to immediately get into the wounds that were there, and you see this dark energy and spore just go, and it falls back into onto the floor.
And then as it falls back, the fungal energy that blew it apart kind of flows back to it and reforms a weird mushroom head, and it comes and walks and stands next to me in the other one.
You got 2 of them now?
Yep. They last for an hour.
All right.
Hey, look, friends, I made them.
I'm not complaining. Honestly.
The more the merrier, I guess.
It's creepy, but I will accept it.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk out of the shadow. I'm gonna walk over to you, and I'm gonna hold hands with one of them.
Vars just takes a farther step away.
You can hold hands with both of them if you would like.
Just one on each side.
Just one on each.
Well, that ends that.
Even Dar's just over there, just like has an arm of one of them, like this fungus zombie's helping her across the street.
What is your name? Oh, the beautiful name.
Okay. Which way would you like to go?
They came from the hallway that we can't see the end of, right?
Yes. So, bear with me. I'm going to try and mirror it for you. So, you're at the stairs. There's the fork. One path went off to an empty room. The other one went off, and then there's another fork from there. So you kind of like do a little bobble to say straight-ish, or there's a harder right.
Maybe we should check that room just to be on the safe side that his axe isn't in there.
With the glowy thing?
The flesh kite room?
Skin kite. The Skindenberg.
Oh.
Are we going to go zombie word or skin kite word?
My vote is skin kite word, if I have anything to say about it.
Sure.
I'm easygoing. Yeah, we'll go that way.
Varska's gonna, as we're walking away, take part of the hem of his cloak and rip it off and start bandaging the wound.
As you make your way over towards this room, you see the skin kite fluttering around up towards the ceiling at the moment, and it's just casting a dull glow nearby. And you catch the glint of metal, of something kind of propped up against like one of the little alcove bits towards the wall, near the floor, undisturbed. Just nothing else in the room. It's a fairly empty chamber. It looks like at one point there may have been an area where things have been flattened and packed a little bit more, like someone took a rest here, but that is it.
Orville's going to walk up behind Zvarsk, right?
Yeah.
He's going to walk up behind Vars and he's going to pat him on the shoulder. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds at first level. Got it. And you're going to gain 7 health back.
Thank you.
Well, that's kind of shiny over there. Don't you know?
Lord Germ, maybe one of your servants there need a weapon. And he'll point to the shiny object in the room.
I don't know what they need. I'm struggling to communicate with them. Being their creator and lord is kind of new to me. Well, I'll have them go check it out, and I'll send Fungal Zombie number 2. Fungal Zombie number 1 being still on Evandara's arm. Send Fungal Zombie 2 and be like, hey. And I'd be like, go get that.
Shuffles over, bends down to pick up the object. As he lifts it up, you see the kind of like golden and bejeweled hilt of a very well constructed, well made axe.
Wow, B!
Fungal Zombie 2 has a new weapon.
No, I think that's what I'm looking for.
Good job. Try it out. Give it a few swings.
Oh, why not? Don't hit yourself. Nice. Good swings. Is it what I'm looking for?
Make a perception check.
Don't fail me now. You failed me yet again. There's a 14.
14.
My passive is a 19.
From still dim light.
Yeah.
There's the
skin kite.
Skin kite kind of shifting the.
It's doing the
casting
DVD
some
thing.
light. Yeah.
Waiting for it to hit the corner perfectly.
Yeah.
Never does.
From this distance, looks like what you've read about. You've seen pictures, heard stories. This does indeed look like the axe of the Dwarvish Lords.
Congrats, Fungal Zombie number 2. You're a dwarven lord.
That's not how that works.
I don't know, it sounds right to me.
No.
Wait, I am a lord and you are a dwarf. If we both touch it, we can wield it.
I
At
could
the
also
same time.
just take it back to the royalty and I'm supposed to give it back to.
Talk to Fungal Zombie number 2. He retrieved it. I would appreciate if you would compensate my employees for their labor.
For being alone as a spider for so long, you seem very well versed with the intricacies of mankind and the rest of this world's structure for society and
Well, when
paying for things.
I mean, I've lived multiple lifetimes in more ways than one, and about 1,000 years old. Well, this germ is younger. Other germ is older.
There's another one?
Yes. Are you familiar with the concept of parthenogenesis? There is no time. You are trying to distract from compensating my employee.
No, by all means. I'm not trying to distract. I'm just...
Fungal Zombie 2, please stop swinging and come here. You're about to learn commerce. Please extend. Hold the axe in one hand. Extend your other hand, palm face up, towards our world.
So do you just want to do like a trade?
That depends. I mean, you can trade. I will be acting as his intermediary and advisor.
Well, I have a dagger I could give in exchange for the axe.
I think that might work.
All right. So I'm gonna pull out the dagger and I'm gonna set it in their hand and then grab the axe.
Okay.
And then
He'll let him know to release it. Yeah, he'll be like, it's a good trade.
So as you grab the axe, he lets go of it, and as you pull, it stays stuck to its hand.
That happens.
And
I don't like
you
this.
see the blade of the axe cracks and this just pseudopod shoots out and goes to hit you in the face.
Yes.
Fungal zombie
16.
A 16 hits my armor class.
Right, you take 4 points of damage, and it is now stuck to your face as the axe has revealed itself to be
A mimic. Wonderful.
Is it also still stuck to fungal zombie number 2?
Yes.
And my hand.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's very sticky.
Sweet.
It's a sticky situation. One might say, this is a sticky wicket!
So as the mimic reveals itself and strikes out to hit you, now binding both you and fungal zombie number 2, to be named later,
Of course.
if maybe at all. Jeremy, you see your newly formed creation, this thing that you birthed into existence, is now in very real danger. As is this new, we'll call him a friend. He took a mushroom. What do you do?
Fungal zombie 2, no! The axe you were is this the axe you were looking for?
This is not what no! It's trying to kill me. This isn't the axe.
Alright, Jeremy will be like, Fungal zombie 2, no! And run forward and sort of his, like, the fungus will just kind of like melt off of him into these weird, like, carnage claws that are still drippy and decaying, and he'll just like try to jam these claws into the mimic's mouth hole
Okay.
or its face. It's just gotta
Whatever.
into
Whatever you can make
into
it.
it like Wolverine
Small
style.
You got it.
7? Yeah. 25.
25 hits. Good God.
Using primal savagery, by the way.
Okay.
10 acid damage, and then I will step back out of range as the fungus slips back onto me and my claws go to numble. Fungal zombie 2, use your newly gotten weapon.
It does have a dagger now. All right.
And I do have the +3 to hit, the slam damage for what it gives me for a zombie.
Okay. So you just get to +3.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Do you want me to roll the d6 that's standard for their like slam attack, or do you want me to roll a d4 for the
Well,
dagger?
he's using a dagger.
Yeah, it's using its dagger.
It's a d4.
It's equipped.
Okay.
2 damage.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. As it takes the dagger, it just goes. You just hear.
Attempt to free yourself. Remove the arm if needed. I will grow you a new one. And that's my turn.
All right. Arsk.
When he stabs it with his knife or dagger, does it stick?
It kind of just does a quick little jab and
I guess Varsk will jump at it and start swinging recklessly again.
You got it.
I have a 16 to hit for my first attack.
16 hits.
And I have a 18 to hit for my second attack.
That hits.
And I have a 14 to hit for my last one.
That hits.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I gotta figure out what the other side of that is. So there is 7, 7, and 9.
Got it.
And then I will take a step back too.
All right. Come up and just
Very much just
gross, quick little.
Varsk doesn't want to get stuck.
Watch the face. Watch the face.
It's like in between, you're like arm's length to arm's length.
Yeah.
It's like it's in between, and you're stuck to each other a bit. That brings us to Even better.
Okay, so I'm gonna use chill touch. It's
You
gonna
make
be
a ranged spell attack to.
yeah, a ghostly. Crit.
Hell yeah!
Natural 20?
So double that dice, and then add your modifiers. Or, well, no, it's just dice.
Yeah.
For chill touch.
Yep.
If you're doubling.
26.
Nice.
Yeesh. Hell yeah.
I'm laughing, but I'm not really enjoying this.
It is going to try and attack you one more time here.
Yeah.
And it's going to try and bite at this point. Now it's kind of smacked you a bit. And, it'll go, "Ah!" And that is a 23 to hit.
Yes.
8 points of piercing damage and 5 points of acid damage.
It hurts. This doesn't feel good.
And that brings us to your turn. Horrible.
I'm going to draw a dagger with the free hand.
Okay.
Because I have another one. And I'm going to just attack twice. Yeah. Try to just...
Love that it's turned into like...
Everything's like right here. So I'll just deal with it as it goes. So the first hit was a 15, and the second one is a natural 1.
The first hit does hit.
Sorry, so it would technically be that's a 21 and then a natural 1. The D4 plus 3, 6 points of damage for the first one, and then whiff on the second. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Ethereal Step.
Ooh.
Yeah, I step into the border regions of the ethereal plane just instantly. So I am like free from this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm there for a brief moment.
So you all see Horrible hit it with the dagger, miss one, and then just poof, like fade and shimmer into nothingness.
It ate him.
Just disappeared.
It disintegrated him. Horrible, no.
Germ.
Oh,
It
wonderful.
brings us back to the top of the round. The fungal zombie number 2 and said Mimic. Mimic is looking a little worse for wear.
Not great.
Not very good. Not very good at all. The form no longer looks like that of an axe, but it's almost like a Dali painting where it's like just kind of melting in the hand. Just,
Germ's thinking that Arbel's gonna have a really hard time wielding that, and that the Dwarven Lords might be super disappointed. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna walk back up to it and, sink my fungal death claws into its face. 20.
yes. Absolutely.
11 acid damage.
As if it wasn't melted enough, it continues to just
Dissolve.
the acid just starts to dissolve it, and it starts to like drip off in pieces and chunks until it's just a puddle of goo on the floor, and it is no more.
Arbel, you can retrieve your axe now.
Isn't Arbol?
Not back yet.
He's still listening.
and then Germ looks around. Wait, where did Arbel go? Rest in peace, friend.
And then I pop back into existence.
Oh!
You were dead.
You're alive.
No, I just took a quick trip.
I took a quick trip once.
You've
Did
had
you
too
go
many
to hell?
mushrooms.
No, I just...
Oh, that's a different trip.
I found I could, like, transition into, like... You know at night when you look up at the sky?
Germ looks up.
Not now. We're in the cave. But
Yes.
outside, you see the stars?
Yes.
I can, like, put myself there.
Oh, like astral travel.
Yes, actually.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Somebody said it once.
yeah, basically.
Oh,
It's just a brief moment.
neat.
I guess it's kind of
I did something like that, but this demon gerbil sent me there. It was not willing.
Yeah, you said that,
Yeah,
but it was a hamster last time.
it left scars. I don't know what it was. Small rodent.
Did you step on it?
No, it had wings.
Vars is just going to go over and exit by the front of the door to this place and start walking back down the other way to the hall.
All right, but
We should be careful for these things.
yes, order of business. Fungo Zombie 2 is keeping your dagger. That trade was made before your axe tried to kill us. Is fair, right?
There's a lot to unpack with that, but you're
It's
basically
fair, horrible.
correct. Yeah, no, we're moving on.
You got a raw deal. But hey,
I got raw smacked in the face.
them's the bricks, as they say.
We should probably mosey on.
All right, onward, Fungal Zombie 1. Are you having a good time with your friend? Is Fungal Zombie 1 treating you well, even, Dara?
Oh, yes. Gentlemen.
I don't know, they last for an hour, so Tyler, you can just decide when they are just done.
At this point, it's been maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, they're still
Not
young.
even.
Those are the best kind of boyfriends.
Well, I'm out. Vars, Cowerwall, you tag you guys in.
So heading
back to the other,
back
back
up,
to
you're like,
the
"No,
other,
you're the other way. The other way."
where the zombies came from, zombie word,
Yeah,
so to speak.
back zombie word. So you get back to that fork, where there's again the left and the right. The zombies came from the left hand, but then the right heads down. And Jerem, you notice as you get back over to that area, further down that right-hand tunnel, you do see it starts faint, but gets progressively thicker as it goes further down. Some webbing, spider webs, cobwebs lining the walls, and as the further down that hall it goes, the more encompassed it becomes.
Fantastic. At that, when Germ sees it, he'll kind of get excited and kind of trot out like in front of the party, and he'll just do a little leap in the air. But when he lands, he's a giant spider.
Fabulous.
And then he'll look back at the party and kind of his front pedipalps, I believe there are. He'll just be like, and then
I'm gonna let go of
Zombie one.
Zombie 1 and push him.
just push him away.
He'll start walking towards the spider. Ooh.
I don't think I can speak.
Ditch that guy. Ooh, spider time.
Hey.
And then as he kind of turns back, Spider Germ will just reach out one of his feet. Are they feet with spiders? I should have studied this.
Appendages?
Appendages.
Nice.
I like it. Appendage. He'll just reach out his spidery appendage and just touch a web and use web sense. So while in contact with a web, I know the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web. So I'm just gonna do like a blip, like radar, just like how far does this go?
Just scans.
3 hours later.
Yeah, I
all
would
right,
say just
I
go
have
through the whole
scanned
tunnel
all
system.
of the webbing.
1,000 blips later.
So it continues on, and then opens up into a massive chamber, where, like all of these, you can sense there's multiple spiders down here.
All right, I'll I'll spider my way down the tunnel towards the spider hub.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll head towards the spider hub. I'll wave a spidery appendage back at the party. Wave them.
Are we really gonna go down there?
I don't want to get eaten.
I will
I just
mentally
almost got
command
eaten already.
Fungal Zombie 1 and 2 to, hey, shoo them, get them to follow.
They just start to nudge the backs of, well, not you, but
I'm
Vorpal
happily
and Varsk.
wandering down.
Yeah.
Just nudge.
She sees Spider, she hugs Spider.
I'm gonna walk up to the web and stop there.
Okay.
Same.
Yep.
Gonna stop next to Varsk.
Turn back, you will.
I can't understand you. No.
And both of the fungal zombies are still standing right behind you, just gently giving you like a nudge.
The ones with the dagger.
With beast
Poking you in the back.
with beast speech, I can hear you.
Oh, sweet. So he's like, hey, there's spiders here. I'm gonna go talk to them and let them know that we don't mean them any harm, and that there's a nice lady who would like to be friends with them.
I love spiders. Can I come with you?
Oh, of course. Just keep your distance. I do not know if they're friend spider or unfriend spider. You know, they are perhaps not used to us. That's why I go in form that's familiar to them.
I can be one with the shadows.
Perfect.
I feel like we're being left out of the conversation again.
Yep.
So while you two are heading towards the spiders, you two, I should have mentioned this earlier, but what you had noticed about the zombies that you had encountered, because you're back there now and you can see the bodies that, like, oh, okay, now that you get a chance to like get a better look at them, you notice that a couple of them are human. There's one that was like some kind of dwarf. Most of the clothing that they have, the armor has mostly been picked clean, so it's just the undergarment portions, the traveler's clothes, robes, and you recognize the shirt that is on the dwarven body. It has a very distinct family crest embroidered on it.
Can I roll investigation or history, or do I just
I'd say,
recognize it?
go ahead and roll a history with advantage.
I'll start rifling through pockets.
Sure.
History with advantage is a 16.
You recognize the crest as the family crest of House Naratharan. And you know that the story of the axe that was taken that you're looking for was wielded by the Prince of Kingstone.
Okay. Well, this is promising. I recognize this, so the axe has to be somewhere. Unless those things took it.
What things? Varsk is just literally like digging in people's pockets while he's talking.
The terrible things that stole our stuff and then tried to sell it back to us.
Oh, the little hairless cat people.
Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything of value in whatever kind of way. Like, they all still have their right boots on. But anything else that is in there it seems to have been picked pretty clean.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
That'd be really bad.
But maybe like you see like a decent buckle here and there and bits of armor, so it hasn't been like completely removed. But as far as like on these particular ones, you continue to press down the hall a little bit further from where they came from, if you so choose. I'll let you discuss amongst yourselves while we jump over to the spiders. As Germ and Ivandara You head down the hallway of this webbing as it gets thicker and thicker. When you get around the bend, you see this long, fairly narrow cave, but it is thick with spider webs. There are bodies that are wrapped up on the floor, some of them hanging from the ceiling, almost like dried herbs. And you see dozens of smaller spiders, probably about yay big, everywhere. And you see a handful of giant spiders way back towards the far end. And one of them moves forward, chittering towards you. And what you hear is, "My name is Morvelia. What brings you to my home?"
Hello, Morvith. It is a pleasure to meet you. You may call me, as I am known among the spiders of the Untold Forest, Juan Leante.
Good to meet you.
Me and my friends, one of them being this fine lady here. We mean you no harm. We are merely passing through, but I have some messages from Untold Forest to their family here, so they wanted me to pass along some notes. And I apologize, I didn't think of what the spider he was going to look for's name. I missed, so.
I do have kin from Untold Forest and many siblings.
Ah, yes. Your grandmother says you should visit more, and she has not heard from you in some time, so please call.
I will do better to keep in better contact, but as it seems, I've found myself a lovely place to call my own.
Yes. They understand you have a life of your own, but they want you to know you are always welcome for Spider's Giving. That was the other message.
Maybe you could move closer to your family.
It is not that far, and roads go both ways.
It is true.
We're not down here to find anything. We're down here to make friends and reunite families.
But that is all, and I would appreciate... We have two friends. They are human-y. Well, no. One is dwarf. One is half-dwarf. And they'll, lean back and in Spider be like, "Sorry, Arbol, I'll get it right." One is half-dwarf, one is half-ling. I don't know what a ling is, though. But
sounds delicious.
No, don't eat them. They are poisonous.
Are you sure you don't want to go live with your family?
I have no desires to stay there with them. It's quite nice here. Good amount of space allows me to stretch all of my legs.
Don't you feel like there'd be more space there with your family?
Why
She
do
is...
you ask?
I just want to reunite all of the spider families of the world.
Make a deception check.
21.
I will visit them more often. But this will remain my home. I like it here.
Fair enough. If I see them, I will tell them you are thriving, you are well. But back, do you mind if me and my 3 other comrades, as well as 2 fungal zombies, pass through your webbing area and onward?
But there's nothing through here. This is
Just
my
more space.
end. But if you are looking for more space to travel, I would suggest going further down that way. And she points one of her legs back towards the direction that you came. You see there's several other passages that kind of offshoot and go further away, further down. But in terms of more space, there's some things here that I would like to not be here so that maybe we could work out a deal. You help me make space here, and you can have some of the space. We can share. I'll stay on my side, and you can stay on your side.
Do you ever experience any trouble down here?
Every once in a while it gets a little noisy, but noisy usually means food comes to us, and we don't have to go out to get it.
I was wondering, because I love spiders. I love spiders. You're all so cute. I was wondering, would you like a friendly neighbor who might also help you with any trouble that comes your way?
I think we would be great friends. She reaches out one of her legs with the hand. Kind of like, yeah.
Oh, you are involved in real estate.
She tells you about all of the other things that live within these caverns, as well as giving you a sense of where things are. Do a quick and get you a map of the rest of this layer.
Sends a plat map of the cave. Here's our property line.
Yeah,
here's, you know,
essentially,
yeah.
like, here's what we can do to just get things shored up a little bit more.
You're on House Hunter's
Be
Hearthstone.
careful on those neighbors. They're not very nice.
Yeah.
They'll call the cops if you're too loud at night.
Neighborhood has very nice web appeal.
Trying to figure out a way to make it go worldwide. Back to the boys, the Axemen. You make your way further down the hall to where those zombies had come from, and you do find a fair amount of other corpses that are here, whether they're undead that had been dispatched at some point, or had just decayed beyond the ability to stay up. You find, kind of stuck underneath a pile of some of those corpses, the actual axe of Dwarven Lords.
Huh. Mazel tov.
Something like that.
The corpse that's next to it is wearing almost like this massive WWE belt. Is the best way I could describe it. Is this thick metal band with what languages do you know?
Common and halfling.
You don't know what it says necessarily, but you do recognize the script as some variation of giant. So the belt itself is a belt of stone giant strength.
Nice. Varsk will definitely pick that up, recognizing the giant language on it, and wrap it around his teeny tiny waist, probably 4 or 5 times.
Instantly challenge Arvel to a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, or we'll just kind of like watches. Because it probably like takes up like your whole chest.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It is.
It's like a corset.
yeah.
Of course.
It is a breastplate and a belt at the same time.
Over the course of several
The cat's just made a sale.
apparently
Yeah.
over the course of your rooting through here, the belt seems to kind of shrink a little bit to fit your form more. So now that once you're attuned to it, your strength score becomes 23.
Dang, I love this for you.
Me too.
Yeah, that's amazing. So like I've got what I was looking for.
Pretty sure I got what I'm looking for.
Oh. So we just wait for them to come back and then we leave, or I mean,
The spiders are eating them down there.
uh,
I mean, they kind of saved us both at least once.
you're right. I'm not a bad guy, but like, man,
You don't want to hang out with the weird kids?
it's not even that. It's really dark down here. Who knows what other things we're gonna find? I was imagining that weird skin kite as like a nightmare fuel, like just thought, and it was real.
I'm pretty sure we're going to find a lot more of nightmare fuel for us down here. So perhaps we should go and gather our friends, because leaving here may be equally as hard.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, you've convinced me.
As you're having that conversation, the other two wander in from one of the tunnels from the other side of that chamber that you're in.
Oh,
Germ is still a spider.
Germ is still a spider. You see this giant spider kind of crawl into the chamber.
I imagine at this point, even Dara might actually be like riding Germ, like just kind of like sitting there, like Indian style, on top of the spider, just be like
perched on top,
telling him stories.
I raise the axe at you as you come in, and then I see even Dara. Oh, they're alive. You lived. You're good.
Was there ever a worry?
You're not really helping with that chittering, you know? I mean, we still can't understand.
Yeah,
it.
right. I mean, yeah, there was kind of a worry. We thought you guys were just going to get eaten. Who knows how many other big spiders there are? There's always a bigger fish in the sea.
Spiders are friends, not food.
Germ will ask even Dara if she would please hop down so he can, unspider.
So I hop down.
And Germ will go back into Germ form. I missed being a spider. And he'll lay out to everybody. It's like, spiders are friends. They let us know where everything is. That's a very nice belt. That is a very nice axe. I see the axe boys have been busy.
Yeah, I found what I was looking for, and he found what he was looking for.
Neat.
Did you do what you were supposed to do?
Even Dara found some real estate.
Friends. My new friends.
Did the spiders have anything they, I was going to ask them if they had anything they needed us to, get rid of? Is there something that we really need to take care of?
Yeah, kind of going through the zone. They did tell you that there are a variety of creatures that seem to get drawn here by some kind of force that comes from below.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could figure out a way to kind of kill the signal, it'll make clearing things out a lot easier.
Look, axe boys. Let me level with you. I know you have your things, you have your belt, you have your axe, but I imagine you cannot use them yet. But let me propose. I have an idea. This sort of stuff happens all the time. Axe gets lost once, belt gets lost once. Things will get lost again. We have an opportunity. Also, we owe the spiders. They will probably try to eat us if we do not honor our part of the deal, to stop things from coming down here. This seems to be a place that attracts all of these things, like skin kites and cat merchants and zombies. If we stop it, this place gets cleared up. And then, I don't know, maybe we start a business venture. We have already had some commerce. Well, you have had commerce with Fungo Zombie number 2.
Yes.
I imagine there's other treasure down here.
It's possible. But you did list 3 things that I don't like when you were listing things.
Do you avoid everything you don't like?
No, I'm just saying I dislike them.
Okay.
I like to just make it known.
Okay. I mean,
I've been
it's
open.
good to face your fears.
Right. No,
You'll
of
grow
course.
stronger.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But,
So what do you say? You want to stop the monster magnet?
you betcha.
You helped us. We will return the favor.
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
That's what we're here for. Now. Not
All right.
originally, but now.
Friends are often made along the way.
And zombies.
I'm guessing it's the stairs down.
Yes.
We need to-
that is where you'll be making your way to the lower level.
So you can take the zombie tunnel to the zombie cavern to the bat fork.
You take the bat fork.
Bat fork. The stairs down. Can these be new towns? Bat fork. West of stairs down.
Right. I'd like a number 8, please.
We're in the zombie cavern. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
I will, before setting out on this little jaunt, I will. All right.
I'll say that this will count as like a short rest. So if
Oh,
you
cool.
all needed to do any of your heals, your whatever,
As we lay out, it'll
yeah,
sketch.
kinda,
You know,
it was like, all right, like catch up on what do we got going on.
he'll borrow a
Do
piece
your
of his
plan.
chalk and start, sketching things out on the wall. And then before we depart, okay, that's enough fooling around. Germ has experience with these sort of things, getting in and out of strange places, so we should move quietly, and I will help. And then just mycelium will just kind of go out for him and go over the bottom of everybody's shoes, and he'll cast Pass Without a Trace
Fantastic.
at the end of it. So when everybody steps, the fungus just kind of eats any trace of it.
Yeah.
And so everybody for an hour will have plus 10 to stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. And we leave no tracks or other traces of our passage.
Oh, wow. Moving quietly through the halls leading from the cavern towards the stairs, go ahead and have everybody make stealth checks with the extra plus 10.
14.
23.
17.
Plus the 10?
Roll a 4.
Well, 14's good then.
13.
13.
Thank God. Thank God for that plus 10.
Sorry, horrible. What was that?
17.
17. So as you head down the passageway, you get to the bat fork. There's a strong smell of decay and death over in this area between where all of these undead were. Without that airflow, just rotting corpses tend to permeate the air real heavy. And as quietly as you try to move, it's hard to breathe and you're coughing and you try to stifle it as much as you can. But it does alert some of these bat creatures start to flap through like full horde or group. What's a group of bats called? Just this massive amount of bats start to flap through it, and I need everybody to make dexterity saves.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I can see these bats, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I have advantage on my dexterity save against them.
There you go. Danger sense.
Does that mean I do too? Since
Do you have danger sense or something that gives
I
you?
have dark vision.
Nope.
No, mine has. I have a special unique.
Yeah, he's got
ability.
he's a ability that gives him the advantage on it.
A natural 1 for a total of 4.
Amazing.
Oof.
Love this for me.
Don't you have the?
Don't you have luck?
Aren't we lucky?
Oh wait,
I'm not.
No,
you're
he's
not.
Oh.
He's not a halfling.
Jerem
I
has
have-
things that are better than
I
mine.
have 17.
I got a 16.
And 3. Yes. Okay. So, Axe Boys, you're used to this. Like, you've been in caves, you've been in forests, like, bats are a thing. What you do notice about the bats is their heads don't look like normal bat heads. They look like weird demon people heads, but it's on the bodies of bats with the wings as they flap through, and you can hear them just like as they fly over everybody's head. Both Germ and even Dara, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as they like just batter into both of you, kind of like scratching you up a little bit, smacking you with the wings. One of them just like hits you full on in the back of the head, and then they continue down the rest of the hallway.
Are they? They're leaving us. They're not. They're not. Like,
Yeah, it was
swooping
just
back
like
down?
like it disturbed them enough that they just
Got it.
and ran through or flew through. But you know, the tunnels are not that big, and you are creatures inside it.
Even Dara, I do not think demon bats are friends. They're kind of rude.
Yes, I know. I don't know what to say.
Well, I guess those aren't friends we can rely on. Sally forth.
Onward and downward.
All right. It brings you to the stairs. Less like the stairs that brought you down to this level. These stairs are even more rickety. They're just like lashed branches in this weird ladder form that goes down. The caverns in this particular area, like the walls are less carved and much more natural. Like this was a pre-existing cave structure before the rest of these caverns were dug out. You get the sense that this spot will be a lot older than anything else that was in here. Possibly older than the ruins themselves. As you descend these rickety ladders into the cavern below, you notice that the walls down here are less stone and more obsidian. Smooth, black, glass-like rock. It is very dim down here. The light from whatever you may have on you is the only light that you see, except for a faint glow farther ahead, maybe about 30 or so feet.
I'll stealth ahead. I'll give everybody be like, wait here. I'll go check out the glow.
Aye, my lord.
Yeah. About damn time somebody gets it. Assume, yeah, we still have
It's still on, yeah.
34.
Amazing.
How's that?
Germ seems to almost fade into the shadows as he walks forward. Germ, what you see when you get up towards like the center of this area, there's what appears to be some kind of a doorway carved out of stone and gem. And there's these two faint like reddish gems that are embedded above the doorway, casting just enough light that you can make it out.
Quick, speak friend.
I make friends with it. Alright, I'll slink back. I'll let them know about the... Is it like an archway, like right in the middle of the room sort of thing?
Yeah.
About the archway with 2 red gems. That'll probably melt faces. Is anybody adept with magic? Not my kind of magic. The more of books and robes and long beards magic. Wizards. Yes, they're called wizards.
Wizards. Yeah, kind of. I mean, my dad is like really magical, per se.
Ooh, neat.
Kind of. It's a long story.
Okay.
Rough family.
Yes, Germ was born to a pool of thousands.
Wow, not that rough.
Yes. But fewer survived out of tadpole age. Fewer still grew legs. And Germ will, like, flex his leg at you.
Oh.
Like, check it out. I have legs.
can
Fewer
walk on
still
them.
walked out of pool and walk in tunnels. I was one of those.
Oh, yeah, no, my dad just wasn't around. He just slept with a bunch of women, and I've got a bunch of brothers and sisters.
I understand some of that. I did not know my father either.
Yeah.
And I have thousands of siblings, too.
Oh, no, I know him, but...
Wow. You
Yeah.
probably don't visit your family much like the spider.
They're all different.
Yeah.
While they're talking,
Wait, the spider?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Never
No.
mind. Spider family drama.
while they're talking, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to grab one of the gemstones.
She's walking in.
Got it.
No, I told you. I was move closer. She was like, oh, freak.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
18.
18. So as you reach out your twig arm and move your mage hand up to where one of the stones are, the moment it makes contact, the doorway itself illuminates with this pulse of arcane energy that looks almost like fire erupting behind a window pane. Flames trapped by glass, and it illuminates the rest of the space down here in this red-orange glow, and you can see that these 2 gems are set within the visage of a fanged, horned, skull-like statue that sits above this doorway.
I'm gonna use an ability called Detect Portal.
Okay.
And so I can detect the distance and the direction if it's an extraplanar portal.
Okay.
Is it extraplanar?
The gateway here, this door, does not give off any essence of a port.
Okay.
You do get the ping that beyond it, there is some kind of portal magic at play.
Okay.
You know, whatever chamber lies on the other side.
Well, there's definitely something beyond there that's going to take us somewhere else. That's for sure. As far as wizards and stuff go. One of the small kicks to being a son of Mithralon.
What does the spider want us to do down here again?
Yeah, what can you further extrapolate on the family of the spider?
Oh, just spiders not visiting family, being comfortable where they are. You know, time goes on, things get strained.
jeez.
Classic story: you don't call, you don't visit.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I
I am friend of spiders, so I deliver message to other spiders.
Oh, okay.
You know, deep down, I think it helps most beings to know that people do care, even if you're like, go care over there, like a good neighbor.
That's one way to yes. Yeah, okay. You betcha. I'm with you on that one.
Even Dara, with the igniting of this flame window doorway, you see this as like one of the most gorgeous looking entryways. You're like, man, this is nice. And if you could have a place to call your own place, this is that place. This has even our real estate all over it. You're not sure how to get in, though.
It doesn't seem as though you can just walk in.
It doesn't seem as that, no.
Okay. Interesting.
So we're all kind of walking closer towards this thing.
This is now illuminated the
whole chamber.
The chamber that you're in. And you notice that the chamber itself is not that large. It was hard to discern earlier because the obsidian almost seems to like eat
the light.
But now you can see there's the shape of this entryway.
Germ thinks for a second and turns around to motion to Fungal Zombie 1 and 2. And then suddenly becomes aware of their presence isn't there anymore. It's just like, oh, they live such short lives.
There's not really a benefit to living 322 years.
Yes, but the fungal zombies live an hour. Kind of seems unfair.
But it's 1 hour of the best time of their life.
Oh, yes. Fungal Zombie 1 knew love.
He knew love.
322 years is but a blink of an eye.
Well, for you. I can't ask because it would be inappropriate.
He remembers. Alright, so we don't know.
We could touch it.
All you, man. Get up there.
How did it do this? Did one of you do something?
I thought that the eye looked nice, so I touched it.
You did what? You touched it?
Touched the eye.
But, like, how high? Like, physically within range? Could she have touched it?
Physically within range? No.
Yeah. How?
No, it's about, say about 12, 13 feet up.
I am a warlock.
Oh, that explains so much.
Magic. The wizard.
Yes.
They're like, right? Warlocks, wizards. They starts with W.
Can you understand the magic of this thing at all?
Did you touch the other one?
Oh. I'm gonna use my mage hand to touch the other eye.
Got it. Going to make another Arcana check for me.
Barsk is just backing away towards that staircase you came down.
19.
Sorry?
19.
19. Okay. So you move your mage hand over to the other eye and kind of grab it and try to jostle it a little bit, and the flames start to part. And you see that shimmer of the glass kind of fade out of existence as the flames almost curl back inward, leaving a pathway to walk in through.
Well, I'll be.
Cue the doom music.
Magic.
Yeah. So, my lord.
And Germ's just kind of like stands there for a second looking at the giant demon head while it was like,
You've led us this far.
I'm gonna walk right on in.
You got it.
thank God. I don't know if I told you, I've been to hell before.
Orville will follow, just letting you say that behind him as he walks.
Barsk will take up the end of the line. Wait for everybody to go first.
Germ just kind of waits next to Vars, be like,
After you, my lord.
you did make me a lord. We're even. And Germ begrudgingly kind of walks into the portal. Before he walks in, he takes one look back, kind of gives Barks some sad eyes, like, you made me do this. This is the closest I've ever been to hell, Mr. Frodo. Alright, yeah, I go in.
As you all walk into this gateway, you come into a room that is very well carved. Doesn't seem like it would be this smooth of a floor or have such ornate and well constructed pillars on the walls. You see these red arcane glowing flames intermittent around the interior of the chamber. And on the floor, you see what looks like arcane symbols drawn in a large circular form, like some kind of a sigil or seal. As soon as you step over that last bit of the threshold, the center of that image on the floor pulses. And within stands a 10-foot tall, winged, shadowed creature with dark eyes. Why have you come here and disturbed my rest?
They're here to make friends.
We promised some spiders we would.
Friends are of no concern.
That is sad.
Will you serve me?
No?
Not a chance.
Then you will die. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Remember that demon I brought up?
Yeah.
I didn't
my
think
God,
we'd actually
you're
seen
psychic?
it. No.
Oh, guys, Arnold's psychic.
12.
My d20s are not being nice to
14.
me today.
15.
10.
Gotta have a ringer.
Gotta have a ringer.
At this point, you see the form of this creature, the shadows around it, like a cloak, flare out, and you see chains shoot out towards you.
Counterspell.
Has no effect.
Oh! Oh no.
It's not a spell. It's just what it has.
Did I just use that?
You did.
Fuck.
So with that, even Dara, that is a 12 to hit.
That hits.
That's 10 points of slashing damage as one of the chains comes up and cuts you across the face. And as it shoots past you, it whips around and goes to grab you. And you're going to take another 7 piercing damage as it comes back around and latches onto, like, almost hooks you in the mouth. You are now grappled. The other one is going to come towards Horrible, and that is an 18 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage and 7 points of piercing damage. As it cuts across you, it wraps around your torso and pins itself into the center of your chest. You are now also grappled.
We don't like that.
You can make athletics checks on your turn to free yourselves.
Not very athletic.
You can use all acrobatics too, right? As a contesting acrobatics or athletics.
To
break out.
Acrobatic either.
Well, what?
So that's,
Trees are bendy.
that's its turn. At the top. That brings us to Germ.
Alright, Germ will see this demon standing there, having, visions of his brief moment in hell flashing through his eyes. And he'll just nod, and then all of a sudden, the spores just kind of coat him and, bulk him out as he uses a Guardian of Nature. Instead of what it has listed, I'm saying he turns into kind of like a very live, fungal, looks a lot like Carnage from, Marvel Comics. He's going to use that,
Hell yeah.
and then on top of it, as he cracks his neck, is then going to summon the spores around him to just kind of flow into him and everything, and then using a symbiotic entity to then bulk up. So he just is about the size of the demon, but is just like this completely alien looking,
Hell yeah.
fungus creature. All the angles are wrong, and he just looks at it with these bioluminescent weird fungal eyes, and it's like, Germ is never going back to hell. And then he's going to basically out, let's see, 15 feet away is just going to just walk up, kind of just slow, kind of challenge around. Just
Hell lives within all of us. You see his hands kind of grip the chains now.
Varsk is going to as he shrugs off his backpack, he will rage.
Yeah.
He gets more hunched back. His hands turn into claws. His face extends a little bit like a wolf.
Okay.
You can even see a remnants of a tail in there, and he's going to charge.
He's about 20 feet from you.
I have a movement of 35.
Yeah, you can easily get to him.
Cool. So then, we're going frenzy on him.
Make those attacks.
I have a 18.
18 hits.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So then another 18. And a 27.
Goodness. Yeah. All of those hit. One of those is a crit. So go ahead and roll.
We will do
that
the
damage.
crit first.
Crit first.
Of course. 14 from the crit. 9, 10, and 7.
As you run up, you just start tearing into the...
It's all magical
form of
damage,
this.
too.
All right.
Starts to salivate. Growls are coming from him.
As you're tearing into the body of this thing, the first hit just kind of laughs a little. Good. That brings us to Evendara. You have a chain wrapped around your face, hooked into the side of your mouth, as this demon devil creature is trying to pull on the chain.
Is it wrapped around my body? Just my head?
Your head. But he's preventing you from moving anywhere. He's got you on a leash, basically. So your speed for while you're grappled is 0, unless you can break free.
Am I able to cast spells?
Yes.
Yeah, you can cast spells.
Being grappled, you only can't move.
You just can't move.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Banishment.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Evendara is mad.
All right, that's a charisma save, right? that I have to make?
Yep.
All right. 21.
Is that my...
Your spell save DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you reach out and you just get out of here. And it holds you. It says, I'm not going anywhere. You can come with me.
Is that all I'm allowed to do?
If you want to make a check to break the grapple, you can. Otherwise, you're just going to remain stuck with a chain around your head.
15.
You realize the spell didn't work, and you kind of do a little like spin move in the opposite direction of the way that it's wrapped, and you're able to unhook it, but it does like pull a chunk of your cheek off. But you are freed from the grapple.
Okay.
You take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, that's even Dara's turn. Horrible.
Horrible is going to use a bonus action to cast Misty Step.
Ooh.
To bamf out of the hold that this guy has on him with his chain.
Okay.
And teleport 30 feet in a silvery mist, kind of like to the side of him.
Sure.
So that's, and then he is going to throw his axe that he had just found, the axe of the Dwarvish Lords. Oh, this is gonna be intense. Yeah. So that is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Okay. And that is going to be 1d8 plus 3. Oh, that's a 1. So 4 points of damage for that. Because he hits, and I am a ranger, I am going to use one of my favorite foe abilities. So the next time I hit him, he takes an additional 1d6.
Got it.
For my attacks. And then I will go ahead and roll for the second axe. The second half of my attack.
Okay. So you
So it would be like a bamf, throw.
okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. And that's a natural 15 plus 6, so 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that is going to be 2d6 because of the favorite foe. And that is going to be 6 plus 3, so 9 points of damage.
Lovely.
And then that axe stays, but the axe of Dwarven Lords flies back to my hand. Yep.
Awesome. So the first one like sticks in, you throw the second one, and that one sticks in, and then the Dwarven Lords comes back to your hand.
Got it. So cool.
Dope.
So cool.
Super dope.
This is the weirdest iteration of the Avengers ever.
Right.
Yeah. Everything's just like slightly off.
Yes.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the round for this demon. He is...
Ha! Thought you helped me.
I'll get you again. And he reaches his arms out, and there are chains on the walls now that you can see that all spring into animation, and they start to shoot at each of you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 3. That's what he gets. An 18 to hit.
That hits.
A 19 to hit. And 22 to hit. Sorry. You.
Okay.
Barsk. Yes.
I'm going to roll for my concentration check because I took damage. And I rolled a 13, so that passes.
Okay.
Well, unless it's...
Well, it's to...
Check your damage first. Yeah.
So you each take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 9 points of piercing damage as these chains shoot out and go to grapple one of you. Germ and Beardsgaard, instead of wrapping around you as much, those two chains that hit you actually penetrate through like one of your shoulders or your leg and hold you in place.
We get it. He has such sights to show us.
I'm resistant to slashing and piercing damage.
So you take half of the damage from that.
Yeah, and that 13
So
does
Germ.
pass because half of 20 would be 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still because with symbiotic entity, it gave me temp HP. Give me 32 temp HP, so...
Fabulous. As it does so, I need all 4 of you to make wisdom saves.
Oh.
As the chains come at you, he kind of scans everybody's face. I do have sights to show you.
Is this a charm effect?
I guess kind of.
That's a good question.
It would be frightened.
Oh.
But
Ooh,
Got advantage on frightened.
me too.
there you go. Yeah.
17.
Okay.
10.
17.
So this, okay. So 16.
16. Okay. You guys are unfazed by it. However, Ivandara, even though this being your ideal aesthetic, it's got a little bit too much of that like industrial metal vibe going on, and something about the piercing gaze as he looks at you sends a shiver through your body, and you are currently frightened. So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you are in sight, while you can see it.
Can I use Entropic Ward on this attack?
Sure.
So you have disadvantage on this attack. So does that mean you have to
Oh, no.
roll
Well,
one more?
is it a reaction?
It's a reaction.
Yeah. Well, he's not making an attack at you. He's forcing you to make a saving throw.
I mean,
So I
on
guess
this
it
whole
would-
thing that just happened, like the chains and everything.
Oh, disadvantage for the chains hitting them.
For me, I just got hit with a bunch of shit.
It didn't
this
hit you with a
attack.
change. No. The chains only hit those 3. He only had 3 chains.
Oh, I thought you pointed 21 at me.
No,
that's
no.
Oh.
Yeah, it was kind of in between you, but I'm sorry. I meant to.
Okay, never mind.
You did not take a chain,
Got it. Good.
but
It's
you
real
are
close to death there.
but you are frightened.
Okay.
So
I
you
would get half
can't
of that.
can't
Okay.
move. You can't willingly move closer to him, and all of your attacks and ability checks while this creature is in your sight are at disadvantage.
Even if I have advantage against being frightened.
Advantage just means you get to roll twice for that save.
Oh. Okay.
You didn't roll twice on the save. Got it.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, good. Okay.
A 4 and a 2.
Oh no.
I'm retired.
You're distracted with all the other things around here, and then you're trying to like figure out redecorating tips and
Yeah.
ideas, and then you're just like, oh no, definitely not this thing. Oh my god, it's hideous. That's its turn. Germ.
Alright. Germ will... First order of action is Germ will use Misty Step for his abilities to basically just kind of like dissolve into the mycelial network and then appear behind him.
Okay.
And then that'll be that, and then because that's a bonus action, and then I will just I'll use Primal Savagery and just sink some giant fungal claws into his back.
Hell yeah.
23,
That hits.
9 acid damage.
Acid damage. Goodness. Right.
It's bonus action. That's attack. All right, that's me.
Beautiful. Varsk, you got a chain through your shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, Varsk is in a rage, so he cannot.
He's pissed.
He's pissed. He's.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's like trying to get out of it. He's standing in front of him, and he's just going to town with axes.
Just leaning into it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't have advantage.
You see, like, grab the chain and pull yourself even closer. And he's like, come on!
Like those scenes of like people like pulling the sword closer so they can attack. Yeah. No, he's kind of doing that.
Amazing.
So that is a 25.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
11.
11.
14. And a 20. 21.
So the first and the last hit.
Okay.
The middle two do not. Yeah. The 11 and the 14. So as you're like pulling yourself with the chain, you're slashing away, and just the tug of war between the two of you causes a couple of them to not make contact.
9 and 8, and they are both magical.
Got it. Even Dara.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So that'll increase my hit points.
Yeah.
And then I get an extra
When
5 for every
any attack that hits you.
when you cast second level or higher. Both the temporary hit points and the cold damage increase by 5 for each slot above the first. So everything I cast is always at 4th level.
So
that's 20 hit points, and every time I would get hit, that would be 20 points of cold damage against you.
You got it. Horrible. You're up.
I'm actually going to roll an acrobatics check, or athletics. I'm going to roll an athletics check to try and break out of the grapple.
You got it.
Please don't fail me
DC
now.
14.
That's 21.
Hit.
Okay.
Breaks you.
Yep. So I get out of that, and then that's my action. And as a bonus action, I will go ahead and I will cast Etherealness. I will use my ability to step out of this plane into the ethereal plane until the end of the turn.
Okay.
So, you guys watch as I just fade away. Yeah. Can't see me now.
Brings us back
That's when
to
you
the top
come
of the
back.
round.
Is the demon at the top of the round?
Yeah.
When it starts its turn, I need a DC 15 con save from it because of my Halo of Spores.
Con save.
Yes.
Ooh, you got some good con. That's 18 plus
Oh yeah,
7.
that gets it. I don't think Halo of Spores
You could
does
stop
half.
at the 18.
Yeah. Stop.
You're just rubbing it in.
Some of the stats are really good. Some of them not as great. So it all depends.
Yeah, there's no half save on it.
Yeah.
So I guess at the end of the turn, if I'm at the bottom,
Yeah.
I'm back.
So when it comes back to
It just says at the end of this turn. So if I'm
at the end of this turn, so before your next turn,
Oh,
so
okay.
not round.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Cool. But yeah, you'll blink back in at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Okay, well, you're not here. And so you are slippery little ones, aren't you? I need to keep you closer. And he's going to strike out with more chains. That is a 19, an 11,
Doesn't hit.
and a 14.
It hits.
Okay.
Which would make you have
Yeah,
20 points of cold damage.
we'll get to that in a second. We'll just keep it in order for Trek. That is 9 points of slashing damage to you.
All right.
And 9 piercing damage. Does not hit you.
Doesn't hit.
And for you, it would be that 9 points. So 18 total. 9 slashing, 9 piercing. And then
That's 10.
I was like,
it takes to 20 cold.
Yep.
Okay. As the armor, as the chain hits it, it sends the frost like up the chain and goes and impacts the devil, and you see him just like I liked that.
Oh,
gross. Pain means things to different people. Let me give you some. And that's going to be the end of his turn. But you two are...
Restrained again?
Yep.
Cool.
No, grab.
Yeah, grab.
Goodness. So now we are at Germ.
All right. Germ is going to use Conjure Animals. Choose one. Yeah, I'm going to use the option for 8 beasts, because I choose on those, and cause all of a sudden just spores just kind of like slough off him. When they hit the ground, they turn into giant wolf spiders.
Amazing.
So there's 8 giant wolf spiders.
No, this is my nightmare.
Going and...
You're not here for it, so it's okay. It'll be worse when you get back.
Right.
Okay, they go at initiative 16.
Okay.
Because it says they each have their own initiative and they go as a group.
All right.
I don't think I can do it on the turn they appear. And they'll appear just, like, right in front of him. Or they'll appear off of me and then kind of just, like, gather around him. Yeah. Initiative, which has its own turns, verbal commands. No action required. Okay, cool. So they exist. And then, as a bonus action, I will... how bad is Evandara, like, looking? Like, she's taking some damage?
Once I cast the Armor of Agathis on myself, I did end up giving myself 20 points back.
Okay. Oh, temp HP. Alright, I'm going to throw a 3rd level healing word your way. Yeah, here it is. That, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 HP back.
Thanks.
So as, one spore just kind of just zooms off across and is, just like...
Lands in the head.
Lands, yeah.
So you got some like a little mushroom crown.
Oh.
Because
what was my initiative again? Was it 15?
15.
Okay, yeah. So
the spiders are going to be just before you then.
All right, I'm done.
All right, Barsk.
Raging
away.
Yeah,
just do a little chain tug of war.
Oh yeah, I'm going to town with this guy. Him and I are just straining on the chain, trying to pull me away from him, and I'm straining back. I have a 11.
Miss.
20.
Hits.
11.
Miss.
And a 23.
Hits. 2 hits.
I do. First one is 10. Second one is 8. Both magical.
Right on. As you're just tearing into it, it's starting to show some of those signs of wear and tear as the wounds are starting to leak this deep, dark, like almost black ooze of blood. Some of it's even starting to like pour out the side of its mouth as it smiles at you. You'd be a great friend and a good pet, but an even better servant.
Varsk just snarls back at him in a very, very animalistic style manner.
That brings us to Evendara.
People are pretty close to him. You're close to him.
I'm right in front of him.
You're right in
It's
front of him.
right up, yeah. They're spitting at each other's faces.
Basically.
We all
Ah!
Right, no, I think I got
Trying to
it.
spit up at him.
For the spiders, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna use then a firebolt
Ooh, hell yeah.
from where I'm at.
You like
It
that?
Keep in mind, you are still frightened, so it is at disadvantage.
17.
17 hits. So even with the disadvantage, you're starting to get a little more comfortable. You still don't want to move any closer, but you figure if you can't get closer, you can smack them from afar.
There's more where that came from.
8. Oh, wait, yeah, 8 fire damage.
8 points of fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
As the bolt leaves your hand and you see this blob of flame come in, smack him right into the chest. It doesn't seem like it really bothered him at all.
Oh, okay. Good to know. What is it, a save to get out from the grapple?
Yes. Either athletics or acrobatics.
19.
You were able to slip out of the chain yet again. Or no, you weren't. No, you were.
Yeah.
We did. Yep, you came back around again. That's your turn?
I don't think I have movement, right?
You have movement now that you've broken the grapple. You have movement again. You just can't move closer to the guy.
Well, I wouldn't
The
want to do that. I'm going to move back a bit.
Sure. How far back do you want to move? You've probably got about 20-ish feet to get towards, to get up against one of the walls.
I don't want my back on the wall.
Okay.
Maybe
about.
So I'll probably be
5
about
feet-ish.
5 feet from the wall.
You got it.
Yeah.
Brings us to horrible.
So
As you back into the room.
Yep, same spot I was in. He reappears. Is just gonna go ahead and throw the axe of Dwarvish Lords again at him. That's a natural 2 for 6, so a total of 8, which misses.
Does miss.
And then for his movement, he'll draw his last hand axe and then throw that for the second attack of his main attack action. That one's better. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then that's the additional d6 because he's a favored enemy currently.
Yes.
That's 6 plus 3 is 9 points of damage. And then as my bonus action, I will go ahead and use my ability Planar Warrior. And I can choose the enemy. And then... Actually, no, never mind. I should have done that at the beginning. I will end my turn.
This is Demon. Demon? DC 15 con save, please.
17.
Ah! Yeah, he makes it. The spores just kind of are, like
Just-
gnats. What is this?
They're almost blending with the shadow that seems to waft off
just
him
kinda
like
eats them.
flames. These just black flames of shadow. I'm gonna shoot another chain at you. At you.
I'm already chained.
Oh, you're still chained.
I'm still chained.
Okay. You're still chained.
Yep.
So, and then that means that you're not. So there we go. Well, garbage. 16.
Beats to... Yeah.
Meets to beat.
Meets to
Okay.
beat.
And 7.
7?
Ooh.
Oh, you actually missed.
Nice.
Yeah. That was move. All right.
Lucky for you.
Apparently. he wasn't even looking towards you at the time too, so like you had moved out of where you had been standing, and it just shot clear. It tinks against the wall near where you're standing. 5 points of slashing damage and 6 points of piercing damage.
All right, and then I'll roll for the concentration. That is a natural 6 plus con is 3, 9 fails. So I lose concentration on favored foe.
And that's his turn. So we get spiders.
Spiders. All right. There's 8 fungal giant wolf spiders.
So many.
That just all, crouch and then leap at him. Just do 16.
16
To hit.
just hits.
All right, that hits.
Meets beats.
That does not. 14 does not, that does. So 5 of them hit.
Damn.
Okay, that's 10, 26, 31 damage. And then I need 5 DC 11 con saves.
5 con saves?
Yes.
Wow.
DC 11.
Yes.
Okay, it's 13.
Yeah, just let me know
No,
successes and fails.
natural 20. 1 fail.
All right. The one failure, that's 5, is 6. And then the other 4 are halves. So I'll just total another 4,
So 10,
another 3,
13,
another 3,
16.
and one more? Yeah. And what do you round up or down?
Round down.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
So 18.
Thank you for keeping track of that.
Cool. 18
Poison.
poison.
Yep. So what was that? 31 regular and then 18 poison?
Yeah.
Wow.
God damn.
Witness the might of spiders!
Yeah, as the spiders like clamber all over him and start, he's biting him and everything. He just starts to shake some of them off and toss them away.
Now you understand my demon friend. Why I'm known as Juan Leante among the spiders of Ungle Forest. And then it's his turn. Okay,
Then that was the spider's turn.
That's
now it's
spider.
Germ's turn.
And now it's Germ's turn, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm still restrained. Grappled, yeah. Keep saying that. Alright, gonna use Misty Step to just go from behind him to in front of him.
Such a good spell.
And then going to Primal Savagery. Some
Dig him in again.
claws into his face.
Holy.
14?
14 does not hit.
Okay, that's a miss. And I'm done.
All right. As you go to do the Misty Step and dig in again, he shifts around, sees you, and dodges out of the way. He goes, No. Once is enough. Damn. That brings us to Varsk.
Varsk, he
Kinda
growls,
tugging
snarls, and strains against that chain that's probably trying to pull him away.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just swinging again. He's going, kneecapping him, basically. That's pretty much where he's swinging for. Natural 20.
Ooh. Oh.
I have a 25.
Yeah.
A 14.
Miss.
And another 25.
Hits. So 2 hits and a crit.
Crit first. 18. And then a 13 and a 14. All magical.
Yes. God damn. He's showing significant where, like, so you're not able to like get up into his face or anything, but you are shredding his legs apart, just for, like shin shots and digging things down his thighs. It's getting hard for him to move anywhere as well. With every step, you see him wince with more pain, just as he's trying to lead you around by this chain that has impaled your shoulder. That brings us to Ivandara. The frightened effect has lifted from you.
Mm-hmm.
So you are no longer afeared. You're able to move freely.
And then just like bells that make you wish you were dead start ringing in the room. A deafening noise. And I'm gonna toll the dead.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh no. 5 plus 4, 9. And that was with advantage. It was a 5 and a 2. Oof. Oh no.
That's 9 necrotic damage.
9 necrotic. Oh. See, one of his hands comes up and starts to hold onto his head. I don't like that sound.
I'm gonna move a little bit so I'm not in the exact same spot. I'm just gonna scoot a little
Reposition
bit.
a little bit more?
Yeah.
Towards or away from anybody else in the group?
I'm imagining the group this way, and I'm gonna go along the wall a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he's in the center, you got Varsk like right up on him. And then there's like Harble and Germ here, and then you're like right here.
Is he facing?
He's facing.
Yeah, he's gonna face him that way.
Okay. So I'm gonna scoot.
And
Yep.
come around to the side. You got it. Horrible.
I'm currently grappled, right? Again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to use another second level spell to cast Misty Step. I wish I had the stop being grappled so I could use some of my other spells. But this is the way we gotta do it. So I'm gonna use Misty Step. I'm gonna teleport right behind him, like up on him. And I am going to grasp the Axe of Dwarven Lords with 2 hands to use the versatile option and swing twice with the attack.
You got it.
2 natural 16s for 22 each.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Been waiting all day for that. And then 2d10s plus 3. 1 7, 1 1, so that's 10, 14 points of damage total. And when I hit him with an attack roll, I will go ahead and mark him again as a favored foe by concentration. So the second hit would be an additional d6, which is a 6. So 20 total points of damage.
Nice.
We're getting there.
We're close.
Maybe.
Yeah, so the second one that you sink into his back cuts deep. Like you actually see the head of the blade come out through his chest.
Oh yes.
Towards you. He staggers down and actually falls down almost face to face with you as you're standing over the back of him. coughing this blood, and the wings droop and have trouble staying up, and even the shadowy form around him seems to flicker and fade down. You can see he's just this red skin, wearing just like straps of chain and bandages. His face is torn apart and scarred. I will try to end everything you hold dear. He goes to reach up his hand to bring down a chain from the ceiling on...
Can I get a DC 15 con save for him at the beginning of his turn?
Oh no!
Oh.
That's an 11.
7 necrotic damage.
Oh!
As he reaches up, you see the spores come down and just mist over his head and start to creep into all of these gaping open wounds. And you see his body like twist and crack and bend before exhaling a cloud of spores. He falls on top of you. Just like you're still, and his whole form topples down on the top of you. Make an athletics check with advantage because you're still raging.
Yeah. Glad I had advantage. I have a 18.
You're just
You-
doing
you
a
also
weighted
get to
squat.
re-roll
It's
that.
Oh yeah, I get to reroll.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. Right. Actually, so this is then it's I forgot about luck. Thank you.
Yeah.
25.
25. Yeah.
Please let me just like pick him up.
Yeah. You just, like it comes down on you, and for that brief moment, you're just like, oh shit. And just press him up above your head. Like one of his legs is still on the ground a little bit, but his whole body is just above you as your like claws are sinking into his torso, and you just drop it. As the body hits the floor, you can see him start to fizzle and fade into crackles of black ash and soot. The circle on the ground starts to fade back into just the smooth obsidian. The chains on the walls break and shatter. It is calm and quiet.
It's not quiet. Barska's still swinging at this thing.
He's just-
Even while it's down, he's just going after the soot and dust.
Did we do it? Did we do it?
My friends, I would like to welcome you into my new home.
Really?
Really, I live here now. You are welcome to stay as long as you like.
Germ, along with the 8 fungal giant wolf spiders, all
Yeah, there's just like a confused clap.
and then he shoos the wolf spiders and goes, go, 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 even Nara will love you. And then just like 8 like
I'm gonna put my arms down
fungus
so that they let them
spiders
crawl
just
up
come
me.
up and also
Yeah.
like eagerly like chittering.
There's like one on your shoulder,
Yeah.
one on the head, like a little, like a hat. Just kind of sits, just a little tilted.
This was a lot. Like Germ kind of has got like a faraway look, like dark rings under his eyes, like
So about that secret name. Can you share it with us now that we've gone through this together?
Maybe. And I have some questions for you as well.
Why?
Some things you said earlier made Germ curious. Perhaps I have some questions about your father.
Oh, God. Not him. I guess.
But yes, we will spend time together. I can take you to my home under Mount Salus, or we can go to your home. We can go wherever.
So what you're saying is you'd like to do a business interaction with me?
More so I would like to, I believe the kids say, I would like to hang.
Oh.
Like, just chill out. Be
You want to get a pint?
Yes, a pint would be nice.
You guys want to come with and get some pints?
But first, I need to find... We can't leave here yet. I need to find a good location for a well. Maybe now that this is gone, we can find something.
Oh, what do you need the water for anyway? She was wanting... She wanted a house this whole time? That's all this was?
A new home.
House hunting?
And I was looking for... You understand. I was born in a pool under the Mountain of Thousands. And it was nice. It was cool. It was watery. We thrived. But then as I left my cave under the mountain and ventured out into the world was beautiful. There was darkness, sure, but there was light and life and plants and fungus and water. But then I ventured further north into Svartalfheim, and there was no water.
No.
And the fungus was unfriendly. Germ carried that experience like he carries spores, but not like good spores. Bad spores. Spore tastes bad, spore not good.
So it's like a bad
So
memory.
that day, over 1,000 years ago,
Oh, okay.
Germ vowed, I will bring water to this place. And I've been trying ever since. Many years ago, I was able to bring water to a different part of the mountains, to the south of Svartalfheim, but it is far from enough.
You can make your own water, though.
Oh, only little water. Only enough water for Germ. Only a sip in the grand pool that is the world.
How would you move lots of water?
That's what Germ's been working towards.
Oh.
Figure you move water here, move water here, move water here. Eventually, large amount of water move. But there was a thing in the world that Germ tried to find once that would bring water. Germ did not find it. It is Germ's greatest failure. Germ has heard tales of it was found by somebody, and many things like this were found by somebody.
Let me guess. My dad?
I think it might be your father.
Really?
I surmise. It sounds like Germ has not wanted to face this failure for a long time, but something, whether it's fate, luck, spores,
So now
brought us together.
I get to return the favor of facing my fears to be stronger. Now you need to face your fears to be stronger.
Yes, it is like poetry. It rhymes.
Right. But that was actually just the same thing. There's really no rhyme necessarily to it.
It is shit rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But that is why Germ came here. To look for a figure, ancient place that was important to night elves, dark elves. I believe they are dark elves. Figure perhaps there would be something here.
Barsk, as your rage subsides.
Yeah.
Who the...
In the calm, now that the actual battle stuff is done, there's nothing left to hit. And you're like, well, you don't need to hit them. They're having their conversation. You notice there are two small passages, like one on either side of this room, that kind of lead into small alcoves. Even Dara seems to be like taking notes about
Rearranging.
let's see. I could put some vines here. make a little hammock area for the skin kite.
I'll go investigate the nearest alcove.
Sure. In it, you find it's almost a small dais platform, and atop it are a large chest, and next to that, what seems to be a jug of some kind with a bunch of small little like spigot corks stuck inside the chest. You find what looks like a drinking horn, but it has this enormous, like very ornate carved gold strapping on it with a lovely little carrying strap.
I will. I'll take them both, and I'll go investigate the second alcove. Like just letting them talk and have a conversation.
You're talking about pints and like hanging out, and you just see Varsk like. To the other side. In that one, you find a staff, like a walking staff, has, similar to the trees that you saw when you first got here to Hearthstone, these like withered, decayed-looking branches, like old driftwood, as well as a small book, leather-bound, has some nice binding edge to it.
I'll take those two and I'll bring them out into like the center of the room, and I'm gonna set them down and be like, "Hey, Germ, is this what you're looking for?" And I'll point to something at the point gesture to all of it on the ground.
I don't know. I was looking for perhaps a well or something that could restore this place. I figure something went wrong here that caused Northern Svartalfheim to be a miserable place. Perhaps. Oh, well, he'll pick up the jug with the size and pull a stopper and just like look right in it.
Yeah.
He's like,
as you open it up, the water rushes out into your face and pours all over you.
fantastic. He keeps pouring it out and sees,
Just keeps going.
he's just like walking around. Sorry, Vandara. And he's just like, this is great.
It's easy for me to clean now.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. I will pour the water into the drinking horn.
The drinking horn has like a cap cover.
Oh, okay.
As you pick the drinking horn up, it feels like it has water in it. You can give it a little.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
He'll take the cap off of that other horn.
It's got water in it.
He'll do like a Stone Cold Steve Austin, just the jug and the horn bashed together, and just dump water on himself.
It is a lot of water.
Yeah.
In fact, when the jug stops pouring water, the horn keeps going.
Germ stops when the room's like ankle height, and he's just kind of like splashing his feet a little bit.
Yeah, over the course of like 10 minutes or so,
Yeah, that's a lot of water.
there's like a puddle.
Is this
The whole thing's
Yep.
I'm gonna I'll pick up the other two items out of the water.
Thank you.
There's a book. That's
Thank
a book.
Probably not the best.
Don't worry, I will clean this up.
Yeah, there's variations of grade on the floor. It's not, completely level, but so you can find some less deep areas.
Unless you want this, we could make you a nice bog.
The thing with all the corks in it?
Yeah.
I have seen one of these before in my lifetime, right?
You have totally come across things like this before. They're more common to lots of like long distance travelers. It is an alchemy jug, so it doesn't just make water; it makes all kinds of things.
Make like a gallon
usually
of mayo.
liquid.
So I'm going to be like,
Congratulations to all my friends.
and then I'm going to gesture for you to like open your mouth. And then I'm going to pour wine into your mouth.
Ooh,
It's pretty good wine.
that's tasty. Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Perhaps we
You
will
should
have
have
the
some.
pint here.
Yeah, perhaps the pint is here.
What better way to ring in a home than to party?
What's going on with this book and this other staff thing?
As you take a moment to kind of suss things out and figure out what these things are, the staff is a staff of withering. The book is, you open it and you begin to read. It takes you a moment to focus on the page as if the words have to figure out what language you know before it reveals itself. So no matter what languages you can read, it will provide itself. It is the Tome of Leadership and Influence. And then the drinking horn is the Decanter of Endless Water.
It's the best thing ever. Germ, as he realizes it, as he's just like sitting there because he doesn't want to flood the room, just pouring out a trickle, he's just like laughing, but you can see he's just like, tears are just streaming down his face, and he's just like happy sobbing.
Were you really here just for treasure?
I was. To save my people.
To save your people?
My father.
Oh, that's
Tell me
not just
more.
searching for treasure.
I know a thing or two about dads.
I'm here to save my adopted father. I fought to find an item to make me strong enough to rescue my village.
You did just that.
That is beautiful. Germ's tearing up even more. He's all like snotty, like this weird, like snotty fish man. Just be like, that's wonderful.
Well, I mean, I don't have to return this axe right away. I mean, if you need help with anything, I'd be down for another walkabout.
Wait, you are a dwarf. Yes?
Half.
Half. Good enough. This is the axe of Dwarven Lord.
Yeah.
Therefore, you are a Dwarven Lord.
It doesn't really work.
No, we're both
Tonight!
we're both lords.
We'll be lords for a day.
we have to ask. Varsk, is he a lord now too?
Yep.
I'll
allow it.
All right.
Varsk is the Lord Maker.
He is the Lord Maker. I do have one question, though. Evandara, is there going to be some sort of a situation now between you and Lord Witherbottom? Because this is technically Lord Witherbottom's domain.
Not down here, I don't think.
Maybe he would like it if you let him down.
Yes.
Well, it seems like this was an exchange with the spiders. It seems like they had some sort of claim. I don't know.
There's going to be a whole association to work this out with.
We need to get a lawyer.
There's also the matter of clearing out all of the other areas on the way out. Which, over the course of, a couple days, maybe a week, do some renovations.
Yes.
Right. I mean, you can take the Staff of Withering. I don't think
What's the Staff of Withering?
we would need it.
It's fun. I'll show you the stats on it in a bit, but between that and the book, the book will allow you to gain a +2 to your charisma after you spend a couple days reading through the whole thing, and then it is not usable again for another 100 years.
Ooh-wee.
So you got a 100-year lock on a little charisma boost. Learn about leadership and influencing people and that sort of stuff.
You could become a Dwarvish Lord.
I'm a little too tall.
I believe she would be a lady.
I apologize. We'll all wait. Barsk, you're now a lord for the day.
Congratulations.
I cannot be a lord.
We need to fix that.
We do.
We need to get you incast.
Unfortunately, that is not how that works.
It's funny how that happens.
Okay, you went into some ruins under an ancient temple of the Night Elves. You killed a demon. You made one person a lord. I would say the rule book is being rewritten.
And then I must go save my people.
Right. So, where
Need help?
exactly are your people? Oh. I gotcha. So,
Not down here.
what you're saying is we'll enjoy ourselves for a little bit, and then we'll be on our way. But if you need help, like I said,
I will always accept help.
well, we made some friends. So maybe we should just help. If we can.
Would love to help.
And then we'll get our pint. Again.
Yes.
And we'll discuss my father, unfortunately.
Yes. My apologies.
And then, no, that's all right. If you have to ask, I mean, I want to know
Maybe
your
it's
secret
not.
name instead.
Maybe different father, who is done the things the man you mentioned and have hundreds of kids. And maybe.
So you're saying my dad could be your dad?
No, I very much
Oh,
don't.
thank God. I already ran into this situation like 5 times.
We maybe share, if this one book I read once is to be believed, a very ancient. We could be like something like 130th cousin removed a half a dozen times. Maybe.
Genetics is squishy.
That hurts my brain.
I think that just
Literally.
means we can't get married in Midnight.
Yes. Yeah. Midgard has some pretty strong rules about that.
100th cousins and all
Yeah,
that.
100 cousins and all.
But yes, you are a dwarven lord.
Huzzah!
You will rescue your people. You are looking stronger already.
Thank you.
Very hard.
You literally lifted the demon off of you.
That was impressive. I'm going to tell people about that.
I'm going to tell people about that.
Hell yes. And then we have someone to visit down here. We can pop in. We can bring you supplies so you don't have to go out, because why would you leave?
You can always come to my new beautiful home.
So with that, the party will disperse upon its next legs of adventures, and Hearthstone may get a bit of a makeover. And the ruins have a caretaker for the first time in a long time. And with that, we will end it. Thank you all so much for coming and playing. It is always a pleasure to get people together and share parts of our world with. So,
Yeah.
much appreciated.
Thank you,
Thank you.
DM.
Likewise.
We will see you next time in the realm.